What happened last time, guys?
I
I don't know if I remember. I drank too much.
What we had to talk with.
What do you mean you don't drink too much? We dragged you out through the street.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I remember what happened. I drank too much.
We had to talk with the virtues, to come up with a plan, and then we essentially went and had some downtime, some chillage. Kailthas and Conviction had a drink off. I performed. Let's see, what did Leona do? I think Leona talked to Thema a little bit, and I was going around just kind of chatting, vibing. Man, I need to see the map too. What went on?
I fell from the sky.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We had a new companion. Yeah, we had a new companion that joined us. Turns out that they were with Sunlune, a little sister in arms. Had some chats, and we had to explain to them that they're dead too. And yeah, I mean, it was just kind of a chill session.
And then the end.
You're outpacing me. I can't save them that fast.
And then what happened at the end?
Then Kai had her dream of the little girl that was named Allie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, she helped give the name. And there was something trying to eat and devour her on the outside and corrupt her. And she was like, hey, no more bad thoughts, only good ones. And then she kind of challenged her. It was like, hey, if you can save me in time before this thing eats me or I get out on my own, then I can help love you too. And then I'm like, all right, bitch, I love you. Better be good. And then she left and drew the picture of the little girl and that devourer thing, the great devourer, and told the party, hey, this is the next one we're saving, but in the meantime we got to get strong. So we're in the process of getting strong.
That sounds about right. If I remember right, in the morning, everybody, you showed everybody what your dream was. Certain people are, looked at the painting. I believe Avaris went straight to the kitchen and was like, I need tea before I deal with this crap in the morning.
Yep.
Question.
Oh, go ahead. What's up?
Why'd you roll 1,000 d20s?
That wasn't me. That was Kenny. We'll possibly get to that and how I'm gonna fucking deal with that later. It's not gonna be. Yeah, it's not gonna be 1,000 d20s.
I'm trying to load you guys with borders, and I apologize.
Yeah, you're also putting it in the wrong chat.
The art?
You're putting in Curse of the Mist.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
I saw that and I'm like, holy shit. It's still going. It's fine if you put it in there, it's whatever. It was just funny that was like that. It was just that one.
I was on autopilot.
But yeah,
It's going too.
the day is yours, I guess. Or the morning is yours. What do you guys do?
Oh no, we're on the wrong map.
Damn it. Wait a second. Forgot I put you guys on.
Did anyone else have a strange view of another area not being in it?
Was
We have this strange view in different area. What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Jesus. See Leona just fucking.
Leona was coming down and just be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
So just thunder steps to the first floor.
Oh, hi. Ow. Loud.
Yeah. Kai wouldn't stop yelling.
I've already stopped yelling.
You are very loud.
Yeah, I was
Leona
trying to
hasn't even
be.
done her hair yet. She has total bedhead going on. I'm talking about like full poofy afro bad.
Yeah, I was
You know,
definitely
I
trying to do
can
that.
help you with that.
You see Avaris kind of. He's like, you have to do your hair.
Yes. Otherwise it gets like this. It just looks like a poofy frizzy afro, just bright red.
Oh, right. Forget that most people can't make their hair do what they want.
Kailthas just takes 2 arrows, sticks it in the hair, twirls it around until it's in a nice bun.
The arrows look
I
like
just-
they're barely holding on to contain it.
I just uses her prestidigitation to help style it.
Leona just looks at you and just like, good luck, I have tried. It barely helps.
I wonder if Starla's just still passed the fuck out. Oh, wow.
No, I was about to say, but I had a sandwich in my mouth.
Yeah, Starla's just in that table eating a sandwich.
Isaac was doing that. Starla was doing her morning prayer.
Ah, gotcha. Who's he charging at?
You don't pray at night?
At Kailthas, it's dinner time. It's breakfast time.
Do we get hungry while being dead?
Yes,
Good question.
we're not quite dead.
Hmm.
Just
Alright.
listen to Zillafay's stomach. You hear that?
So who's the cook around here?
Oh,
You make
and if we only see Zilface, she's like, "Hey, what happened last night? No one will tell me."
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, come on, what happened?
Dang, she said you're unmemorable.
I know, right?
Leona just hides in her hair, just covers her face with her hair and just screams. It's like,
Kailthas gets a bowl. It's like, fine, I'll feed you, you bed hog.
Oh, that's right. He woke up on the fucking floor.
In the tub. Hey, who's up for some training today? I haven't got to stretch my muscles in a while.
let's do it.
Which, speaking of, they're looking a little bigger today.
What's... Are you talking... Kailthas! Don't talk about her breasts that way.
I meant your muscles.
You're the
Fancy
one
is
who says
somewhere
my
out
head's
there.
in the gutter.
Oops. First it was Starla, now Kailthas is going on the rampage. The damn book is going to be ruined. Unless people are into that these days.
As Kai is finishing that thought, there's a knock at the door.
Hold on, wait a minute. Starla, why don't you come join us? Stop sitting at a different table.
Wait a second. We have role play to do. Holy
Okay.
shit.
Now we can answer the door.
Oh my god.
I was like one table away. You guys are still strangers to me.
Oh, she knows.
No, me. I want to open the door. Help
Oh,
me. Who- as you both open the two doors, you see this individual. He's looking to get her.
Greetings.
Oh, hello. My name is Rihala, and I will be helping with I guess your receptionist, you can say.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's the
Receptionist.
And what does a receptionist do?
I'm supposed to help you get everything organized for the troops that you'll be commanding. The research. I will also be helping with the research with whoever is doing that. I'm supposed to look for Avaris.
Do we need organization? Looks at bottles lying around, food spilled everywhere.
What? No.
Kai will speak up. I'm Avaris.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. She she reaches her hand out in the stiffest way possible. Like, you could tell she's just extremely nervous to meet all of you.
Gives a bow and shakes her hand. As Avaris, I am pleased to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. I've heard of the incredible work you've done for Silica.
Yes, it was quite an extensive of studies. Quite a bit of experiments that we do and research to be gathered. I hope you are ready up for your task.
I just see everyone else with their tokens slowly approaching. Like a freaking raptors. NPC. She kind of takes a step back as she sees you guys like slowly approaching her.
Oh, don't mind them. They're not as predatory as they look.
Ready's the bow.
And meanwhile, we just looks at with the whole shark teeth and giant and demon horns going on.
They're a bunch of
Meanwhile, Animus is just back there, just tail wagging.
what they call
Happy as shit.
teddy bears.
Right. But yes, how much do you all know about the duties that you will be given for the city and its defenses?
They speculated on it, but not much.
Gotcha. She kind of like pulls. She had when she walked in, she had like a stack of just papers. And it's kind of unorganized and a little all over the place.
Kailthas goes, "Oh crap! I remember this," and starts walking away.
It can't be that bad, can it, Kailthas?
Bureaucracy, and starts continuing to walk away.
I believe the duties that the virtues want for you to monitor and have your opinions on, and even guide troops, is defending the walls. So however you wish that the troops would want to do that. Looks at another paper. Research. Looks at quote unquote Avaris. I believe you inquired in searching for dragons for dragon blood, correct?
That is quite right.
I believe we know of some stone dragons outside of the walls that we can go to them and see if we can retrieve any from them.
By retrieval, do you mean we must hunt them, or will they be willing to offer some of their blood?
I do not know personally myself. I believe it is up to you all on how you want to do that. There is an expert that will guide you there to their roost if you choose to go on that.
Yeah. Would you be able to set those papers down there, right over there?
Oh,
Take a load off yourself.
Sure. Pardon
When
me.
she's doing that, she'll hurry up and go to Avaris. Am I convincing?
Quite so. We'll see how long you can keep it up, Avaris.
But I was just looking at this like, just why? And how early in the morning is this, by the way?
It's how early do you think your characters would wake up in the morning?
Knowing that Kai woke us up as soon as she had that dream, it's probably like 8 in the morning.
I only needs 4 hours. I'm
4
sorry.
hours, yeah.
Oh dear God, it's like 6 in the morning. We was just like at 6 in the morning, it's like, fuck, it's too early for this shit.
Varys kind of looks and hears you like literally shut the door too loud.
You can tell Rihala is just like she has zero sleep as she was getting all this paperwork together literally like moments before here, and she probably just spent all night working on it.
You look quite exhausted. Could I get you?
It's just like, after you set this down, go take a nap.
Oh, I will probably do that, but
you need sleep.
You need some energy. I can make you some tea.
That would be wonderful if it doesn't intrude or.
There is some brewing currently.
Thank you, because I don't know how to make tea.
Really? It's like you have to. Really? Like the issue was like, really?
Well, I'll serve up what Avaris has made.
Thank you, Kai.
Fucking hell. Zillife is just sitting back and enjoying the show. Just shaking her head.
Yeah, there's what Leona's like to Kai about the whole tea thing. Just that like
No.
So what information have you gathered so far?
I guess depending on the dragons or the walls or what I've only talked about a few things. There is a couple more things.
As an intellectual my caliber, I'm quite interested in quite a few things. But let's start with defense, the walls.
The walls. They do have their own defenses, and they are gathering. They have normal soldiers ready that are there protecting it as we speak. They are currently getting more adventurers together. They just need somebody to lead them and guide them. But they are worried that the corrupted things they are mostly coming from the outside of the city. And
yeah, make me.
they are she kind of looks over at Kailthas is like struggling with Animus, and then she kind of looks back to like almost losing the train of thought. But yes, there are those corrupted things attacking the walls, and if they break through, then even the wildlife outside of the walls will even try to get in, as that's what they were originally meant for. There are also attacks inside the walls in different means. As she looks through one of the papers, apparently there's something or someone attacking the temples. She kind of like reads the list, or like has the list of the temples that were already attacked within just the night. It seems like the Temple of Helm, Ilmater, Lathander, Mistra, those were attacked.
Oh, give me 1 second. You're going too fast. Temples.
I'll go ahead.
You said Helm.
Yep. Ilmater.
I don't even know how to spell that, but okay.
I'll put it in the.
And then I heard Mistra.
We are worried about the temples in the area that were close to there, and I believe those temples are Ogma, Salune, Milikai, and Serenray.
I missed what you said about those temples. You said
Just an eye twitch at the name of Sarah.
Yeah.
what about those temples?
They are in the same area. They have yet to be attacked, but we are afraid that they are the next target.
The reason they would want to attack these temples?
We do not know. It happened very suddenly. I believe either one of the aspects of the virtues is currently investigating it, but their hands are tied to deal with it. But it seems like the attack happened in the middle of the night, so we assume the next one will happen in one of the following nights.
We should get some people dispatched out there quickly, assess the situation,
She
prepare
takes notes.
defenses, or prepare defenses and evacuate, potentially set some traps.
There's quite a few temples. We can't keep all of them in sight, so perhaps roll patrolling guards.
The patrolling guards could walk right by. So if we can evacuate 2 to 3 of them, make it seem like another one hasn't been evacuated and set a trap there.
So you want to use one of the temples as bait? Acceptable.
Yes. Have they been attacking the people or the temple? I'm sorry, Leon.
What did Leona say?
I have an idea which one we use as bait.
I'm so fucked. The people have been attacked. That the priests that were in those temples that were attacked were. She kind of pauses, and they were all slaughtered.
And what was the damages to the temple itself?
I don't know the full details. All I know is that it seemed like they were aiming for the priests themselves.
So it's the priest they're after. They're not really trying to steal or destroy anything.
There was they defaced most of the temples, but they didn't take anything.
That seems odd. Why?
From a kind of strategic approach, I'm just trying to think what would that accomplish for them.
It's not odd.
Were they looking for something other than the priests, or was it just a complete massacre of all the holy men and women in the temples?
Probably just to destroy morale and wreak havoc.
Were there any of the followers of any of the temples still around? Did you happen to talk to any of them?
Are there any survivors?
There were no survivors of the ones that were attacked. The priests for the temples that were in the same area but not attacked, they refused to leave.
Out of character, I have an assumption.
This is, I mentioned this before, and this is a part of the supply lines. The supply lines being worshipped, that's how deities gain their power. You take out the priest, you take out quite a bit. A temple is just a place to worship, so to speak, but you can pray anywhere.
We are the temple.
That or most gods communicate through their followers. If they take out the followers, then who's to warn anyone when something attacks the gods themselves?
This is weakening the gods, so to speak. Uprooting.
Yes. Breaking their connection to this place. Wonder if that affects on the transition of souls.
Probably to their god, since if there's no priest or such leader for the temple of said god, then it'll probably make things much more difficult for those coming through to the in-between.
As a monk, I've been questioning this for quite some time. What happens to the souls that are lost here if they are killed on this realm before they get to pass on?
Are you asking me?
If you may know. If not, we ask someone else.
I believe that we just, I guess, move on. This place is, I believe, a place for us to still work, because most of the people here are restless souls that still want to do things. They died suddenly or unfinished business. Some of them are waiting for their families. Some of them are waiting to be revived again.
So I assume they're waiting to get assorted. Do everyone go to their gods or to good places, or do some go to the 9 hells?
Yes, actually. It just depends on which domain you end up in. Most people in the domain of fire, they end up, after their unfinished business, they end up going to probably the hells. The people who end up here in the domain of iron are mostly soldiers or warriors that still want to defend something.
And the third part to that same question, what happens to the ones that are devoured by this corruption? We know.
I am uncertain, as I was just given this job yesterday. Also heard about this corrupted business just yesterday, also reading these notes. But it's we could assume it's similar to if a demon or a fiend, took someone's soul, or an undead. They trap their soul or use it or change it into something monstrous. So we could assume this is the same case. As you do that, are you looking for anything specific, Avaris?
He's just looking kind of just to confirm more of the temple stuff, just to see if
it seems like it kind of lists the number of the casualties and stuff like that. Just general numbers of things. It seems like the temples were located on the west side of the city. There are much more temples throughout the city, but those are just the ones in that general area. They are... Oh, go ahead.
Also, I was going to ask her, were there any sign of undead or any fiends that did these attacks?
That's the strangest thing, is that there was not much trace left of the things or individuals that did it. Though the way we could only judge by the way the priests were killed, and some of them were cut into many pieces. Some of them, from what I've read, I wasn't there to see it myself. I think one of the reports said that it seemed like someone was like smashed, as if a giant picked them up and crushed them or something. But there was no evidence, or no witnesses saw a giant in the vicinity.
Is there residuals of magic?
I think the investigation is still going on, but she kind of sees other Avaris, or quote unquote Kai, looking at the notes. I believe most of the information is there, at least what they gave me to tell. I do not remember which aspect was looking into it.
Hi, do you think it is important for us to go help with the investigation of the scene itself?
Perhaps. We might have a few abilities that could be aiding in this. Not to mention we have an idea of what corruption looks like, so we can see if there's any lingering effects left in the temple itself. I would be quite curious, because I do want to figure out how to sense them, locate them, that kind of stuff. This could be a good experiment to figure out what they are.
I didn't know that you'd be interested in experiments.
Kind of looks over at Kai. You're such a good influence.
I guess before you make a full decision, she kind of like looks at you holding the papers, but doesn't say anything about like. She's like, so from what I remember, there was the defenses, research, and retrieving materials, figuring out where these attacks are. I think the concerning thing is that that they have gotten in without being noticed, and
Indeed.
what other targets that they might go after. There is also the first response, so those when we get attacked, how to have somebody guide the fighters in repelling these attacks, and then containment, capturing these creatures of corruption and for experimental use.
Leona, I think you wanted to say something.
Well, I have an idea on what if we're gonna use a temple as bait. I know one of them we could use.
Which one do you suggest?
She just gives that look of like, take a while. She has a look of like, take a wild guess of which one I want to use.
I have no idea.
I was gonna say, I think in character, none of the other characters know about your character's disdain for.
We could use Ceremony's temple as bait.
I also believe our new companion, Starla, will be interested in protection of the Lune's temple.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll help with the defense of the temples tonight.
I can come with you if you want, Starla.
I would appreciate that.
It's good.
just know, my temple is my main priority. I'll do what I can for all of them, but I do have to protect my temple.
Of course, I'll try and help you save as many people as I can while I'm there.
Starla, what do you prefer, to evacuate Temple Selune?
I think maybe doing like setting up some kind of defense in the temples. I have to see the temples, see how far away they actually are from each other, or if they're right next to each other. Maybe we can try to do something.
Discuss splitting our defenses would not be wise. We'll be spread too thin.
No, split the party.
So we have Selune and Serenray Temple.
I guess out of character, how far are they? How far apart are they? Is it like,
you don't know.
how far are well, I would like to go see them.
So, well, you can ask your friend here. Yeah, Riala. They are they are in the same district, or the west side district of the Domain of Iron. They are not neighbors, but they are decently close.
You wouldn't happen to have a map for us?
Why do you gotta do that to me, Kenny?
I was just about to ask for it.
If only.
Yeah. Perhaps we can find like maybe a
spot
where they're.
So to give an idea of how the Domain of Iron looks and or get the feel of it, it's either you can compare it to Bossing Say from Avatar, or the fucking walls from Attack on Titan. You can you can put the parallels to that.
So they're in there, but
they're within the city and within the walls.
Yeah, but is it walking distance?
They're all walking distance. Yeah.
Maybe we can find a point to where maybe we can set up camp in a place where we can kind of a center point where we can just go where they're evenly spaced out from where we set up camp, so we can go to any of them and just within eye reach. That's what I would probably do.
So one thing I want to give a heads up to everyone on is when I'm role-playing an NPC and you guys ask me questions in the chat, be mindful as I really suck at multitasking sometimes, especially when I'm also a slow typer. So for Avaris, because I will definitely get to it, but you might be sitting there for a while while I'm doing other things. So just to give you guys those heads up.
I am not worried. If I was really needing it, I would have asked out loud. So
yeah. Just to give everybody heads up, because I know that happens a lot when I'm role-playing with somebody else, and then in the chat you go to an NPC that I am also role-playing and talk to them, and then you're stuck talking to them in dead silence until I can respond. So
we're just trying to fill the silence with random things.
Just a heads up is if you guys decide to choose an NPC, I will have to eventually get to you. But so try talking to a player instead.
I want to ask on a side note, does this sound like any, are we sure this doesn't sound like any kind of theme or something?
Could be a number of.
It's
what's Cosmos?
I don't quite remember off the top of my head as she looks at the two looking at the papers. For Avaris, let's see. You flipped through the first response one, correct?
Yeah.
So that one is probably the most blank, but it is the concerns there for the first response is similar to what happened at the Coliseum. is that suddenly enemies appeared. There was a sudden portal of some kind leading from somewhere that just dropped these corrupted in the area. They have yet to figure out where these things came from and how these things are able to just portal in. But it is also kind of figured out that it does take a lot for that to happen, so it doesn't happen as often, and that is why they are trying to break through the walls. As the outside portals are more likely not to be noticed or messed with and can portal in bigger and badder things. As for the defenses, there has yet to be attack on the walls, but they are preparing. Let's see. So Kenny, you're just or Kailthas, you're just generally reading all of the stuff.
Yeah, I'm reading what information they have compiled so far.
Real fast for like the retrieval of materials for the dragons, the stone dragons. They have an expert that can guide you guys there. The issue is that there are creatures in that area of corruptions, and they do not know if these corruptions are targeting these stone dragons or just creatures in general within the forest. So that could possibly be limited depending on how long you go on that investigation or not.
Yes. So
it is also a little note from the expert is that the stone dragons are very intelligent. They are territorial. They will basically guard, against intruders and stuff like that, and it is probably guessed that they are fighting against these corruptions as well. There are, as their numbers, there are a decent amount of them. It is not just one dragon. It is probably one adult, and it's young.
Kailthas will kind of ask Avaris, seeing that Avaris is looking over about that and reading about that there might be creatures of corruption around there. He's going to mention that if the corruption is seeking to take hold of creatures, I assume a dragon would be something pretty strong for them to take hold of. Maybe that's one thing we should try to prevent them from getting a ally as strong as these stone dragons.
Indeed, that would be definitely something that we don't want to have to deal with, trying to invade the city as a corrupt dragon.
Where in location are these forests compared to these temples? The forests of the dragons, I should say.
It will take a couple days journey to reach the dragons, I believe, and it will be outside of the city, more towards the east.
Which is closest to us currently? The temples?
The temples.
So maybe we head out to the temples, make sure that they are safe and the evacuation is underway properly. And then we continue on from there to the Forest of the Dragons.
Sounds like a good plan. Let's do it.
One moment, please. Okay, cool. Please continue.
What was that?
It's great to roll stuff and your players panic.
No, I was just messing. Yeah.
As just a quick question on the first response for invasions. Is there any signals that guards will use to say that they've spotted a portal forming?
There is, I believe, either bells or gongs. I'm trying to remember how I'm recently moved here to the Domain of Iron. I originally was from the Domain of Water, so.
Fascinating.
So I don't know exactly how the defenses here work and how they would alert them. I believe they told me that to gather you all, they would send an aspect to get you if the city was under attack.
So an aspect would come essentially here.
As a reminder, I believe it was Conviction that was going to be the one that would come and gather you, as he is also on the first response.
It was Conviction, yes. Or as I would call him, Super McCree.
Ye old McCree.
Well, you've given us quite a lot, Rila.
Rihala.
Rihala. This is quite informative and a lot to be done. Going to interrupt our painting time. But that's
Can you show me one of your beautiful paintings right now, Kai? It always gets me happy and energetic in the morning.
You see Avaris kind of give you a graceful bow. I'd be more than happy to show you my painting. But would you are you planning on staying here? Or are you going to be coming and going?
I will be coming to visit often, especially if I need to update any of you on certain things, and if we know that you are here. There is a library, as looks at quote-unquote Avaris. There is a library that we will be using for research purposes, that you are more than welcome to come and visit or do your own work there.
Color me intrigued. Thank you for that.
But is that where you'll be more likely to be located if we can't find you? If we need to find.
There will be other individuals as well that the virtues and the aspects have chosen to help with the research.
Right.
But they are still working on gathering them.
Of course. People must be gathered, information still gathering, not to mention supplies. It's all very beginning stages, of course.
I believe the virtues also mentioned if you ever have moments of that downtime, you may also take that depending on what is currently happening. From the sound of it, it looks like you guys were going to look into the temples. It seems like these attacks are happening at night, so if there's anything you wish to do during the day, you may do so.
Thank you.
Of course. If you want to go on that dragon hunt, I guess, or looking for the dragons, the expert will be at the library with us, I believe.
Perfect. We shall seek him out before there as well. Perhaps I can learn some new poems there.
For someone who turns into other people, kind of laying it on thick for. Yes, I am Kai.
He hasn't eaten charisma. I never said he was very convincing. He just...
Yeah, that's fair. I just find that funny. But if that is all you need, I will be going. She kind of like finally gets the courage. She's like, "May I have my papers back?"
Are these not for us to pour over?
If you want, I could sure make copies.
That would be appreciative, as he throws hands back the pages that he has.
It gives me more time to work on these as well to make him better. But it's like as you read them, they were kind of chicken scratch of just her notes that she kind of understands. So there wasn't necessarily official paperwork to hand or to give. So
is it a representation of the DM's notes?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, she was really embarrassed that you guys were actually looking and reading them. I'm just, but
We thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the tea.
Of course. She just like chugs the rest. This is not good, but
I swear, Ray, how do I have the energy of a college student during midterms?
yeah, no, I mean that's practically what it is. But yeah, I will take my leave. Does like an awkward bow and then just quickly just pauses and then leaves.
And please get some sleep.
What is that? I'm in college. I don't know what sleep is.
Leona just says like, that poor girl.
I don't know. My college was the opposite. I don't know what class is.
Also, yes.
Those sleepless nights.
That will make a nice poem.
Oh, and DM, has Leona's weapon been reforged by this point?
You don't know. You would have to check.
Yeah. Also, guys, I'll catch up with y'all. I'm gonna go see if my stuff has been remade yet.
On your way there, if you happen to come by or see Conviction, can you let them know to stop by, please?
Okay.
Thank you, Leona.
You're welcome. Before we gotta go, she just like makes herself a comically giant sized mug of coffee and then just walks out.
As you walk out, give me 1 second because one thing I just remembered.
Rio just has that look of like, don't judge me, I need this. It's barely 6 in the morning.
I understand. The tea is my poison of choice.
As you walk out, you see one of Conviction's wolves just chilling outside. It was just kind of laying down at the steps.
Hey, can you tell your boss to go meet my friends?
It kind of like wakes up, looks at you, goes back to sleep. No.
Can you do that when you wake up?
Just nods.
Great. Just pass it like a smaller mug of coffee. Here you go. And just goes on about her business.
Sees Animus approach.
Does the dog friend sniff?
Yeah. Would you guys like Conviction to arrive to talk for talks, or what is it that you guys? What else are you guys going to do?
I definitely want to talk to him briefly.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure what the plan is, but I know if like we're just downtime thing, I know Kailthas would probably go check out the walls just to see what they're physically what their defense looks like.
And I'd go see the temples.
Okay. So the question is, are we splitting the group?
Sounds like it.
Apparently, because we always just like,
Temple team, raise your hand.
Yeah.
just like my great axe first, then get on the guys.
So the thing is that you guys can do this within the day, one at a time. That is an option. Or you could just get it all done separately at once. It is up to you guys.
I mean, I don't mind tagging along with the others for the defenses.
As long as it goes towards the temples as well.
Temples, yeah. I mean, you guys can join me with that or not, but I'll go do some other stuff before I do the temples. I don't mind that either. If you guys want to tag along with the temple afterwards, that's fine too.
I think y'all might need to do the temple together, but
yeah,
there's some.
Sorry.
Because they said it was mostly happening at night, so we still have most of the day to deal with that. So if there's anything else to do,
Sure.
So Kai definitely wants to look at the defenses, but she 100% will accompany Starla. But it doesn't matter if Conviction's here. I don't need to like stay in one spot to talk to him. Would be preferred if we walk around and talk.
Yeah,
so maybe he talks. Yeah, when we're taking a look at the defenses.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'll join her since I'll be partaking in the defenses as well.
I think I'm very gonna go with Leona for their sword, and then we'll have just 2 groups.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, to be fair, Leona kind of has to do this because they don't have nothing.
So
Emma gave you a +1 great sword. Or great axe. I forgot what your choice was for Leona.
Great axe. Yeah,
axe, so
I'm using the great. using the great axe.
So yeah, you have a +1 great axe. I mean, we're not defenseless. But
Leona was just. Leona was just like.
Say.
Leona was like going to like get her armor redone. It's just like just that for the aesthetics.
What were we gonna say, Isaac?
I was just trying to see who was going where.
It seems like
me and Kai.
Yeah, you and Kai and Kailthas.
Avaris and Leona. Oh, Kailthas is coming with us? Okay, I wasn't sure where he was going.
Yeah, Kailthas is joining you because he was the one originally going to the wall.
Cool.
I'm gonna sell my shield and see how much an amulet of health costs.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second to open the store while you guys are doing that. Which group would like to go first? Defenses?
I would say, why don't we do the defense first?
Yeah, that sounds like great.
Okay. So to give a heads up on that, I'm assuming you guys would probably go to the west wall. You guys can visit the temples first and then head to the walls, as temples are within the walls. So if you guys want to do that, or just go straight to the walls and then heading back to meet up with the group.
Well, I guess I assumed, since you said like the temple attacks happen at night, we kind of go past the temples, kind of scout out the area, and then go to the walls and spend some of the time before night kind of looking over the defenses, and then hit the temple on our way back once it gets closer to actual night.
True. You guys can definitely do that.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me find the...
Hurry up, Zill.
Oh, you guys are done. That was very entertaining to watch.
I think I still got it.
I will probably actually Zilphay's like while you guys check out the walls and have some bonding time, I will probably meet you at the temples, as I need to go talk to Helena about my future duties, and also ask permission if I can join you guys, because I just enjoy everyone's company.
Please be safe.
Of course. I should honestly say the same to all of you. It's just a chaotic bunch, and just walks out.
If Zilphay was saying this before, we don't know, but she's like, goodbye, guys. She said again, it's like, goodbye, guys. hot buff sister.
Kai make a perception check. See if you hear
He
that.
kind of was breaking up. Wait.
Goodbye, Kai's hot sister.
Oh no, you just.
Oh, I was
Make
breaking up.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say make a perception check if you want to hear that.
Or Kai.
Yeah,
Come on.
if you want.
Yeah, because Leona's like is just saying it so no here. Goodbye,
Oof.
goodbye, Kai's fine ass sister.
Nah, you didn't hear that.
But you never will.
You just hear Leona mumbling to herself.
What do you mean by chaotic?
One second.
Us chaotic?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's an actual map.
Okay. I still need to populate it though.
The defenses.
You guys could put yourselves anywhere around this side.
Yeah. How do I do that again?
Drag and drop your character sheet from the journal.
From your name.
From the dragon.
I was in the wall.
There we are. Cool.
Half of me was cut off of the map.
Whoa, what happened?
I switched it.
Oh.
You guys don't know what the inside looks like yet, so because you haven't walked in.
Oh.
Cool.
I
It's
will
got
walk
double
in.
layers.
As you guys walk up, the guards salute you.
At ease.
They unsalute. Kind of go
What are you
back
doing?
to business.
What are you doing with your hands? What is that?
Isaac is just getting flashbacks to this, like, I literally just
man.
left my job.
Please don't put this on me, man.
Kailthas approach one of the knights. So who's in charge around here?
They kind of look at each other and just like, we currently do not have someone in charge. We are still waiting on that. Currently, we are just setting up the equipment.
And can you run me through what you have set up so far?
Of course. As kind of looking at it, just the map in general, you can kind of see the general equipment. They do have, I would say, actually, let's do rolls. They have 2 catapults.
Nice.
They have 5 ballistas.
One more. So it's one more catapult than that's shown.
Listen here.
It's getting set up.
Yeah. 5 ballistas, though the main 2 are here. There are a couple smaller ones, just in case they break into the wall and stuff like that.
Do they have 3D maneuver gear on?
They have yet to really set up the outside perimeter walls, or like, perimeter defenses.
Clearly, there's no trenches.
There can be. You don't think I have that map?
Many trenches.
They kind of look at each other. It's like, we will get on that.
I see from your defenses you have stuff set up to take enemies from afar, but what countermeasures do you have for when they get close to the walls themselves?
That will be depending on the fighters that are brought here for defense. If also the equipment that is said to be coming. I believe we already have Buckets of tar, just the general defenses of just, what was it? Iron balls to throw down at people instead of like boulders or rocks. That's what the domain of iron has. um, if you have any ideas, sir, we will see if we can procure it.
Where are your spellcasters?
There are spellcasters within the city, but not currently at the walls.
There's great things that you can set up right there that makes pointy things come out of the ground, and as they move across it, it damages them.
Again, just look at each other. We will definitely see if we can do that.
Where are your bows and arrows? And crossbows?
We do have that within the armory, and I believe most soldiers, standard guardsmen, have either a longbow or a crossbow on them.
Do you guys have that on you right now?
Pulls out crossbows. I've got this. You can say like they have like light crossbow, or they would have heavy. For these guys are more fighter soldier types.
Do you guys plan to have any soldiers outside the walls during the fighting?
It's just like give an insight check for all three of you.
I was going to say, seeing as there's only 3 of you, I'd like to know a little bit more about all of you.
3 of them.
Whoops, wrong. I'm still
I was
under enemies.
is one of them off the map or hidden somewhere? There are more on they're more on the walls and stuff like that, also preparing. I just didn't put them down. Okay. There's a decent amount of warriors. It's not like it's not like the virtues and their fighters are incompetent.
Wait, what?
It is what, a military force that's not incompetent?
So that's going to be like, all right, so how long have each of you been in training, and what's your names? And
so it's funny because you did the unless you didn't, you changed the name and forgot to switch it back. It's Aminus.
Forgot to switch it.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So that was the Kailthas roll.
Yeah.
And modifier, gotcha. So with that question, you can tell like these guys are at least level 5 fighters. Not necessarily trained in subclasses or anything like that, but they can, if they have a multi-attack and stuff
they're
like
definitely
that.
experienced.
They're experienced, yeah.
Okay. Can you guys action surge in second wind?
What's your weapon of choice? What do you guys
normally? You can see with your insight as well. You can see that they are equipped with a shield and a shield and a longsword.
Shield and longsword.
Yeah, they also have a short sword just in case, and crossbows for ranged. Some of them are equipped with longbows instead of the ones sitting on the walls. For longer range when they see enemies coming. But when it's close range, they switch to the crossbows. They also know how to wield such weapons.
Okay.
You have the easy way to light those arrows with fire?
With the tar?
The tar should dump onto people. Or just
have like a giant fire right here or something. Just.
I believe those were commissioned, but they have yet to arrive as not necessarily the ones you were talking about where we light them, but specialized enchanted arrows were requested. They have just yet to arrive. You can tell this is still day 1 in in war efforts of getting shit ready.
I guess as far as the size of your army? How many troops are we expecting to be here for day one?
That's a good question. One thing I forgot to talk about of like that insight and why I made you guys do that is that you guys are just talking to the guys told to get shit ready. As there's no head commander here as of yet.
I was gonna say. Okay, who's the most senior leader here? Out of you four, who is the
they look at each
ranking?
other. as of this for out of character,
I do triplets.
Yeah, out of
they all joined at the
exact second. Out of character, I do have NPCs. I have yet to name them, so
I just need to know who the most senior leader is right now. Out of them four.
Let me 1 second. I need to go back because I was pretty close to just naming fucking
Bob.
an NPC
Bob,
real fast.
or Lieutenant Bob.
Lieutenant Bob here.
Or Lieutenant Dan.
This guy's the most experienced.
All right. Who do you report to?
We take orders from the aspects. Unfortunately, we've been taking orders from Amet himself, or at least going down the chain of command. But as far as we are just giving information as far as we know.
Okay. But so you don't know the numbers that we have?
From just generally working in the barracks, and we can give an off number, but we know that there are more troops coming from the Domain of Fire.
But I'm talking about as of now, at our disposal, who do we have right now? What are our numbers looking like?
Add a 0 to that.
Add a 0?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay. So almost 2,000. Not bad.
There's 3 that are very low.
Yeah, that sucks.
One thing I'd recommend is, do you know any out of your group how many are trained in the means of Farsight?
What, sir?
And they see far.
They look at each other. We see as far as we can, sir.
Oh my gosh.
The thing is, who's your best sharpshooters, so to speak?
Give me 1 second. So as they are level 5, like in combat and stuff like that, they haven't retrieved certain training who have feats or subclasses. So there's not any of them, any of the guards here that are trained in sharpshooter. If that's what you guys are asking.
You guys are very human.
Nope, they are normal humans. So,
or the observant feet.
Yeah. So imagine just basically guards you would probably kill on your way to,
Jeez.
That's honestly, like, if you asked any of them, that's how they got here. Was either an assassin got in to whatever kingdom and killed them on the way. Maybe it was a party of fucking heroes, quote unquote heroes.
It was a Skyrim town, and you pissed off every guard.
Exactly, and then slaughtered them all.
They got nuked by a level 3 rogue.
So I'm not going to hound you guys too much. I know there's a lot of questions going on, but do you 4 actually know each other?
Looks at each other. Again.
Okay, so I need you guys to take 20 to 30 minutes. Tell you guys what you're best at, what you fight for. Actually build some companionship up. You'll fight harder. Fighting for those that you care for.
As we definitely agree with you, as they kind of look at each other, it's like we have recently just met. Though there are plans in the barracks to gain more training and more trust between each other.
That's nice, but what's preventing you from talking and working at the same time? We're on a tight budget and schedule here. Gotta multitask.
Jeez.
You are correct, ma'am. We will do that. Honestly, this is a great start, talking to all of you, and we will also bring up the chain of command of all the advice that you have brought to us and your concerns.
She like looks to him like, well.
Oh,
damn
you mean
it,
now?
Just yourself to Bob.
Yeah, well, we're waiting.
No.
What are these buildings? What purpose do they serve?
Let's find out. Give me 1 second as I switch to the map thing, and as you just walk in. That is probably where. What was that, Isaac?
Is it a bookstore?
That's probably where the commander will probably be, or whoever's in charge.
The officers.
Officers
Got
room.
it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mini barracks down here. Hangout place. Walls.
Yep. Might as well start getting to know each other. You will be taking dumps next to each other and seeing each other's penises in the shower.
If you have not
seen... We have gone through the training, ma'am.
I want you
Sadly,
to
I
be
can
able to
attest to that, man. If you have not seen at least 50 penises in the shower.
If you guys cannot recognize each other by your penises, then you guys aren't well
I would
cleaned
also
enough.
like to mention that Isaac's the one who volunteered to go to the walls and to do this section, so you cannot blame me for military shit being talked about when you volunteered to go to the military shit.
But Starla knows nothing about military life. She is but a lone traveler, spreading the word of her Lord and Savior.
I mean, even the church has military.
Yeah.
And you are technically one of those officers.
And also, while we were talking, I was just like, sorry to Avaris. While you were practicing with your great axe.
Hut.
Yeah, they
guys don't recognize. You guys don't recognize each other's penises by the time we get back. You guys will be doing a lot of exercise. Punishments shall ensue.
You even because they even start talking to the guys on the walls and stuff like that, and you just hear murmuring of back and forth and all the talks of like the advice they're taking. I don't know if there was anything else you guys wish to do here.
Nothing right now. I guess we'll come back with more established.
If you guys have any ideas for defenses of the walls, especially of what you currently have seen, leave it in the chat, and I will eventually add it to to those things as well.
I have a DM question. Does this well supply water to the city?
There's basically a whole system, like practically a sewer system, or just for clean water and the sorts. So that is not the only source, but yeah.
I would tell the guards to make sure that if an enemy does get through, they don't try to poison the water system through this point.
No, we poison it so that way they drink it and they get
I believe each district has their own separate water system and can be cut off just in case.
All right.
More than likely, when the fighting begins, this well will be empty.
Has Commission caught up to us yet?
To what? Oh, right. I forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. One moment, please. As you guys are like hounding these dudes, I was just like, hey, get back to work and get to know each other more. Eventually, you see Conviction arrive.
Hello.
You called?
Yeah, who are you actually reporting to? Will you be
Currently, I have been told by Tsuno that I need to report to Amit.
so you won't be on one of our teams?
I mean, I will be helping your team, any of the teams, honestly, directly. That's why I sent one of my wolves to make sure to you guys needed anything from me.
Well, until it's set up for whoever's going to be on my team, I need someone to shadow and keep out of sight of Rihala. I need you watching very closely. Find out where she has been. She's new. We don't want anyone infiltrating us and learning our plans and keeping a step up on us, so to speak.
Of course. I will probably also have dossiers sent to you, just so you know the information about the individuals that you will be that will be under your.
That would be greatly appreciated. Also, we need, well, until then, you may not be under me, but I need code words, sequential code words that are ever changing. So when we report in, we know that we haven't been infiltrated.
Of course.
And before we get to the temples themselves, has there been any people like signing in to the temples? Do they keep records of who has been there?
He kind of just like pauses for saying that, or like, I would imagine not. I can't imagine any of the temples doing that. Looks at Starla. Would they? Would a temple do that?
Sorry, I'll check my phone. What was it?
It's all good. Kai was asking Conviction as like if any of the temples had any like basically written down who was coming in and out.
Like on a day-to-day, probably not, but they would probably have a list of its members. Not a day-to-day of when they come and go.
They just have a guest book and no one signs it.
So-
Practically.
That's one thing. Have each person sign in and out, get an accurate counting of people. For the temples death that are attacked, we need to see who those members were and see if their bodies have been recovered. Because there could have potentially been a traitor amongst them, especially if they've gone in and out with no one knowing.
I agree, as I was the one who was investigating this situation, or with the temples. On our way, I can inform you on everything I found out so far.
How many temples are left again?
It seems that 4 of them have been not hit yet.
4 of them. Okay. Do you suggest maybe having like 2 guards in each temple for the time being to be able to
from the
enforce that?
things I saw at the temples that were attacked, 2's not going to be enough.
I mean, I'm talking about just for
watch.
today, just to see like the day to day and keep track of who's coming in and out, and just keep an eye on more specific activity until the nighttime when they can
I can have 2 of my wolves do that. 2 wolves on each temple, and I can keep track from there.
That'd be good.
I think they know the smell of corruption, right?
Yes. That's the other strange thing, is that these things were, I don't know who the hell attacked these temples, but they did it while I was watching.
Do you know if the virtues have the ability of contacting any of the gods that these temples belong to?
Yes. more or less. They have the temples that are here have a better. They have a better connection or better ability to call to them, but with them defiled like they were, it is now tougher.
But they have tried.
More or less. Unfortunately, the gods have little influence here unless their followers need their help. And kind of looks at Starla when saying that. As, yeah, they do not necessarily interfere with in-between business as much. They normally like to work through their followers. Actually, one thing I just realized is that, of course, they got through past me is because I was drunk as fuck last night. As he kind of just like walks with you. Might have to rethink doing that.
It's not a question of might.
I think
There
we
are
should.
people that
Kailthas kind of like
get watched.
still partially hung over himself. Be like, yeah, I think we need to save the celebration until we can properly celebrate.
Well, it's not like we were completely irresponsible. We did have people at watch, but me personally, even half efficiency, and they still got past me.
Yeah, tell that to the dead. Let's see what
I
their
do
response
apologize.
is. Don't apologize to me.
You're right. Well, the best thing we can do now is catch these whatever's doing this.
Kailthas and Starla, is there anything else that you need to grill them about?
I think I
I just
covered.
think they just need to establish a chain of command. They kind of just seem to only report to like one person. It needs to be like some kind of ranking system where they all report to a few supervisors, and those supervisors report to a higher up, and so on and so forth, just to keep them a little more organized.
Conviction will say to that as like they normally would have aspects being a chain of command, but unfortunately they are scattered or put thin,
Yes, and
or also on their own
Yes, and
duties.
that's why I say they need more consistent people in the chain of command that they can report to when the aspects aren't around.
Fortunately,
sure.
we're working on that, and we will get those to you by the next day.
Copy that.
Also, for the players, for next time when that day comes, if you guys have any NPCs you want to throw at me, I do have some already tokens made, art found. I just have yet to name them all, possibly create character sheets as they might join you.
I don't have anything that's tied to Kailthas, but I could always come up with characters after character after character.
Yeah. So they don't have to be tied to a character whatsoever. They could just be random NPCs from whatever thing. It can be Roland, Isaac.
Yes.
The thing is that they will be at level 5.
That is okay.
So yeah. So I can definitely, if you want to find art for Roland again and send that to me, or I think I have some actually. It's also up to you as if you want to roleplay those characters or not, or just have me do it. Yeah. Go out for milkshakes.
I do have one character that never made it past level 2. That would be interesting, but I don't think it would. It would be considering it's basically an automaton. I'm not sure how well that fits, but
I can. There's the domain of lightning is practically steampunk shit. So there are literally robots from there. But for
Yeah.
now,
I think that's everything.
yeah. As you guys return, So remind me again. So I know the other group what they're doing. Did you guys come up with a meeting place, or of like where you're gonna head to after this?
I think we rendezvous at the temple.
Okay. So I am going to
I
switch.
thought we were going to meet up at a temple, which is not helpful considering there's.
Or we never said a specific temple.
meet up at temple.
at.
Go.
We know that
So,
we
I'm
want to
assuming
meet
we're
at Salune's temple.
I need
Yeah.
to do some cleaning, as these things are not here.
Hey, that's a temple?
These are we are switching to
Temple to war.
we are switching to Avaris and Leona. As it would be Thema and Glory that would be making your new weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, my great axe.
Find.
Oh, the tool.
And we did. I imagine we would have taken a detour to sell my shield off
Yeah.
and see how much an amulet of health would have been.
Let
So
me
you're gonna
look.
You're gonna have to give me a quote on that because I kind of want an amulet of health. too.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know you like that yet.
Health.
I like stuff.
I thought it
Well,
was
here's the
around
thing. I don't know you
800.
like that yet.
Oh, don't worry, you will.
The
We got
prices
plenty of
have inflated as everybody has wanted one. I'm
Damn.
I honestly forgot how much I sold. I forgot how much I sold to Kai, so I'm like trying to remember, but
I mean, you can just look up the prices, or is that how you're not going? Is that you're not going off?
it's between 800 and 1500.
God damn.
For certain magic items in that rarity. It is a crazy magical item, and practically almost everybody is using it. So, I want it. It is going to reach like probably 1,000 a piece. So,
Cool.
So I'd like to sell off my +1 shield and see how much that'll get me before I make it.
I forget how much a standard shield costs, but for an enchanted item, that will be.
I think you're selling them in your shop for about 300?
Shields?
I thought so. Maybe I'm crazy.
Not the shield, the +1 maybe, but selling them back, it's probably 400.
Yeah, I'll sell
And then-
I'll sell.
And then plus whatever the shield, like standard shield is, cost as well, so whatever plus 10 gold or something like that.
So it'd be like 410 gold then.
Yeah.
So I'd have 960.
Close.
Like, no cigar.
Unfortunately.
Close only works on grenades and horseshoes, my friend.
No, I had to do the gold I already had.
Okay, so if
Yeah,
you can pay for 1,000, yeah, you can take 1,000 out to get an amulet of health.
Can I try and like haggle it down to 900?
All right, we're gonna go quickly to.
I mean, I'm sure you can. Your argument can be like, who else is gonna buy one? Fucking guards over there.
Yeah, pretty much.
50 over there.
Second, as I need to.
Plus, it's just like we're going up against the big shit corruption out there. I need stuff that's gonna help my friends out here.
Boop. Like, you fools.
If I die, you can just take it back.
Hmm.
Just so you know, Avaris, this is an old token, so
Yeah.
it might not have all of your shape shiftings. But yeah, you guys drop off the shield at Planexia. What do you say to Planexia to get the prices down?
I'm just like, look, I need to. Can you please help me get this because I need to get this to help my friends out to stop them from going down as quickly because we're going up against corruption. And I need to make sure that everyone's going to be able to stay around long enough so we can beat this thing.
I also need to run a business. But I will do, considering I know you guys so well, and I like your friend Kai, I also heard about the venture you might go on for the Dragon's Blood.
Mm-hmm.
If you can save a couple vials for me or a percentage of that for me, I'm willing to go on a discount for some of your magic items. In this case, I could take off 160 gold for that
Deal.
item. And yeah, you guys just give me a certain percentage of that Dragon's Blood.
Yeah, I can do that, no problem.
You say that like I'm not here for that negotiation.
she's talking to both of you, but sees Leona like immediately saying deal. So how about you, my
how
dear?
How much will you discount if I get you a gallon?
Yeah.
Because I will do it.
A couple crates here and there, but did you have any other ideas there, Avaris?
Does it have to be the Dragon's Blood in particular? Was there any other material that you'd be interested in?
I mean, if you find anything else out there, I'm more or less looking for the Dragon's Blood because, well, I gather it from my dragon, but he gets tired. And
Yes, What percentage did you want?
It depends how much you bring back, but at least minimum 10-20%.
Well, 10 and 20 is a very different number. What is
The amount
your
you bring back is also a very different number.
Indeed. If I bring back only a gallon, 20% of it is very high. But if I bring back 20 gallons, 20% of that is still very high. So
it also depends on how many discounts you want. As I'm assuming this is not going to be the last time I see you guys coming here asking for items. And asking for discounts. Also, that reminds me, tell Kai I said hi.
We will.
If we'll start at 10, and if there's one of the other group want more discount, it can go up to 20.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not willing to compromise more than 20. They can get their own things.
Of course, this is, honestly, I am doing the kindness as I'm already giving the discounts. So it very much depends on if you come back with said Dragon Blood and how many people in your party come asking for discounts. So, for now, you get your discounts, and we will talk about how much Dragon's Blood I get in the end when you come back from that venture. Does that sound beneficial?
That sounds reasonable, yes.
Looks at Avaris.
Reasonable as I'm going to get, I think.
Good. As I also need to explain to Luxury why I'm giving out discounts all the time.
That's true. Have it beneficial for you.
In our defense, we work hard for it.
And that is why I'm investing in you. So please bring back large gallons of this stuff.
You got it.
We don't have a big holding, do we?
Nope. You guys never bought one. She has them. I swear I thought I gave you guys a bag of holding for the Dragon Quest, but like way back then, but I don't remember.
I feel like Joey had it.
Titty? Well,
I think so.
That's unfortunate circumstances. I mean, you could possibly get it back from him, I don't know. I would have to check his character sheet to see if he actually has that in his inventory. If not,
Where'd you put?
that's a good question. Where the bag holding? would be in the thing? Ba, 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 ba. I would have to look up what the rarity is. It's uncommon, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 300 gold.
And something that I think Avaris is going to have to invest in if he wants to gather large quantities of supplies. Which is fine, because Avaris has that kind of money.
Maybe I should stop giving out money.
Hey, he's saving up for getting fancy potions and stuff. Give him a break.
I'm just joking, but yeah.
So how much will, with the discount, how much does the Amulet of Health come up to?
800.
All right. Alright. And Avaris is in the bag of holding.
Is Avaris getting the bag of holding?
Might as well get it now since we're here.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Trust me, I don't need a discount.
Alright, and if that's everything, I guess we're leaving to head back to them and them.
yeah, up to you guys. Unless you want to talk to her more, but I mean.
Oh, and once we get out of the shop, however, I just look at Avaris and be like, by the way, I did get this because I feel like that after everything gone through, you need this, so here you go. And Leona just gives you the Amulet of Health.
You see Avaris kind of like look at it and kind of shake his head. Don't worry about me. You said you needed it.
No, I wanted to get it for you.
Why would you want to get it for me?
Looks at Avaris' HP being the highest in the party.
Well, I mean, we're friends, aren't we? It's the least I can do.
Oh.
I deeply appreciate the sentiment, but unfortunately, I can only attune to three things. I've attuned to three things. I believe the Amulet of Health is attunement.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just wanted to do something nice for you is all.
Trust me, if you want to do something nice for me, tea is always a welcome thing, or supplies.
Okay.
Potions are always... I'll never oppose being given a potion.
I mean, I can try and go on more stuff to get you materials for potions.
But always happy to have more of that.
Great. Well, I guess I can give this to Kailthas then if you'd like it.
Probably a good idea.
All right.
He did fall last time.
Yeah.
Squish.
I swear he had. That man is very unlucky every time we get into fights.
What, Kailthas?
Yeah. I mean, his track record does speak for itself. Just thinks back to all the times he's gotten just beat up and knocked down.
I think, honestly, our track record is about equal with his.
You wouldn't be wrong.
You don't remember where they said to meet up?
They said at a temple, but they never specified. They never made clear which temple.
Yes, it's very true.
So my guess on which temple we're supposed to meet at is as good as yours, Avaris.
Yeah, I'd say we'll either betting between the one that you recommended or the one that our new clerical friend follows. What did you say it was? Saloon?
I think it was the other one. I can never keep up with how many gods there are. And this is coming from the person who was raised in a clergy.
I don't put much stock in gods. If you're going to do something, do it yourself.
To be honest with you, Avaris, gods are overrated.
Hear that, Starla? Heathens.
Yes.
Hey, I get to say that.
Yeah. I mean, you would be the premier heathen, to be honest, but...
I was gonna say, you do have a patron, so... just not a god.
Quote-unquote patron.
That's different. Because unlike the other gods, mine's actually there for me.
Oh god, I want Starla to have that conversation.
Is she though?
Is she though? Eventually you do make it to the training grounds. As you guys walk in, we see Glory kind of just like watching certain of the other, like, you kind of see guards training, as there's a reason why they're level 5, but though the fact that they had to train quantities, it was hard to train quality within each one. But you see Thema kind of like in a way warming up as you guys walk in. You just see like a couple people just implanted in the walls, just head first. They're not dead, they're unconscious, but she's just ragdolling people.
I figured. I was like, yeah, that tracks.
Pops her neck, sees you guys walk in. Well, sees Avaris walk in.
Avaris all alone as Leona's at the gate drilling.
Leona's just like, her head's like, oh my god, this woman's awesome.
Do you need help placing your token down?
Yes.
There you go.
Greetings, Thema.
It's good to see you guys up and about, especially after a night of drinking.
Yes.
Well, there is work to be done, so...
Looks around at all the unconscious people. Yes, I don't know what Ahmed is thinking about, not training these idiots sooner or getting them through a tougher regiment.
They do... I just gotta ask, how long did they even last?
One hit. At least my guys the last 2 hits.
Wow, that's just sad.
Well, let's see how long you last.
Alright.
She just does stretching.
You know, as I look up, like, I can take it. Maybe. Just holds out just summons up her great axe with the lightning charm on it.
I do have...
Do you want help, Leona, or are you going to face her on your own?
I think I can take it. If I can't, then well... Yeah, I have nothing else going on.
Also, before you go unconscious, tell your friends Kai and Zillife that Helena is also looking for a sparring match with them.
Alright. I'm sure Kai will love that.
Just give me 1 second to... You better work. Let's go. Alright, this is going to be similar to when Kai and Zillife fought, so it's going to be competing attack rolls.
Alright, let's do it.
It's not necessarily going to be about how much damage you can do, it's going to be 3 strikes and you're out.
Okay.
Alright. Go ahead and make your first attack. Oof.
No.
Let me 1 second, just make sure that she's not on. Make sure she's toggled to normal instead of advantage.
I still need advantage.
As you come in swinging with your new axe, it's kind of interesting thing to get used to from your other weapon. So it kind of just like also you just came in 0 warm up whatsoever. So she just like as you kind of just swing by, she just sweeps the legs, and you just kind of like run past her and just eat shit.
Leona just gets right back up.
Well, at least you get back up from falling on your face.
I refuse to stay down.
That's a good quality. Let's see if it works out for you. Roll again. Better.
Yep.
Alright, how do you hit her?
Leona just like freaking crashes into her like a freaking honey badger.
She kind of like, it's like two bulls meeting each other. And she meets with you. As you land the hit, she doesn't seem to budge. She kind of like moves very slightly, and then she's like, "That's what I'm talking about." There we go. Go ahead and give one more. Nice.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I had disadvantage on by accident, so that would have been a 24.
Yeah, no, I always go with the first number on those when it's average rolls.
Unfortunately, she fucking beat the shit.
Unfortunately, you kind of go in for like you kind of you break apart from being stuck together. Like when you guys rammed into each other. You go in for a swing, and then she just catches it, and your axe doesn't. She catches it on the blade, and she just like pushes it back as you kind of struggle against her, and pushes you back. Still, not bad. I wonder if your sister could hit harder, though.
Leona's, all the scars on Leona's face just light up bright green.
She just kind of like, yeah, she has that serious look when she said that. She knows that that was a sore spot.
That's my trigger word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it another attack.
Yeah. Leona's just like, it's like, she's so mad that she like tries to call on Zerial's power to like hit her as hard as she can. It's like, oh, you bit, how dare.
Oh.
Then
she trips you in the same way.
Leona just hops right back up and is just like now smoking.
Now I know for sure if your sister can at least hit the target. Trips you in the same way.
Leona just keeps getting right back at it. It's like, I refuse.
Oh, that didn't work. Hang on 1 second, the music stopped. And I'm trying to remember how to loop this bitch.
Hashtag loop this bit.
Yeah. Repeat, that's what it was. There we go. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Go ahead and give another one. It meets fairly close, but as you guys like again ram into each other like two bulls, she still gets the upper footing and pushes you back and shoves you back.
And Leona just keeps getting back up. She's like, I refuse to go down.
Again, that's good. But what's bad is that you're letting your anger control you. Let it fuel your strikes, not let it control your strikes. Try it again. Better. But not good enough, and she just slams you back.
Leona just claws at the ground to gets right back up.
Again. Still very close, but now, what are you gonna do when a foe is much stronger than you?
I don't care how stronger they are. I'll kill them. I don't care how strong they are. I don't care how many spells they have. They'll die regardless.
And how about your allies?
About my allies. Leona just looks confused.
What if they can't keep you up, keep you going? What if they don't want to fight?
Leona just stops for a minute.
Like I said, use your anger to fuel your strikes, but never let it control you. Understand the battlefield. Know what your allies are capable of, know what you are capable of. Getting yourself killed is not going to help your allies. Even I know how to when it's time to retreat. Or to regroup. Now again. There we go. How do you hit her?
Leona just like baseball swings her right in the face with her great axe.
You land a pretty clean hit. I would say you even basically did like a you fake swing, and then you did the return swing with the other side of the axe, just to catch her off guard.
Mm-hmm.
You leave a cut like across her face. Better. Now let's see what happens when I actually take shit seriously. Again. That was 11 on the die, by the way. So, how are you gonna beat me?
Just shrugs and just keeps going.
Go again. Now you're just swinging that thing angrily again. Come on, do you have anything else up your sleeve?
Should I try and use Spirit Shroud to help me out?
Yep.
That's always worked. Alright, I'll use Spirit Shroud to try and help me out.
Alright, go swing again. Oh. So, Leona, a couple hours pass, and then you finally wake up.
You just had that look at this was all to teach me a fucking lesson, but it's like it was all a fucking lesson, wasn't it?
Glad you figured it out. And she kind of like picks you up by the collar as you're just like you were just unconscious on the floor in a crater.
Yeah, by the time we just looked at ourselves, just like, damn, this was all a fucking lesson. Okay. Alright, so why go out of your way to teach me this lesson, Lady Thema?
Because I do see potential in you, but do you know how many individuals like yourself that let their rage just fuel them and get themselves killed for no reason or for such a pointless fight?
I would say countless, really.
I lost count. Thousands or tens of thousands years ago. Like I said, I see potential in you, but I also see that this rage is controlling you. Don't let it. It's okay to be angry, but like I said, don't let it control you. Or get others in your party killed.
Right now, that's currently a work in progress. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to get there.
And that's all I can ask is that ambition. To make yourself better. Now,
I'm just trying to.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. I mean, if I can't do it, someone's got to. Besides, I'm trying to be better because one of these days when I go down finally, I'm probably gonna be going to where Lady Zerial's at, and somebody's gotta be great enough to help her out. Because nothing against her, but nothing's really changed with the war in the hell. So someone's gotta get better enough to help her change things. Because much as I don't like to say it, clearly her way is not working. So I gotta get better so I can help change things down there.
Well, first you need to survive all this crap and get there. But for now, whenever you feel like sparring, I'm always up for it.
That's great. You know, just really tries to stand up, but here's that crick, the in her back,
Yeah, we'll get some of the healers to look at that, but
the only thing that comes out of it is from her spine having been folded in half by Thema.
You see Avaris kind of come over. How paralyzed are you?
I think I lost feeling in my legs.
Alright. He essentially, you see his hands kind of go over you and press some pressure points. He's just using physician's touch on you.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure you hit me so hard my spine was in my kidneys.
sorry, sometimes I can't even hold back.
That's fair.
You know how hard it was to hold back at the beginning there?
I imagine it was like my brother trying to fight against a 10-year-old.
You're not
If
wrong.
that makes sense.
Reminds me of when I was training Helena.
Trust me, you would be I'm pretty sure you and my brother would get along fantastically. I'm pretty sure if there's anyone as much of a menace as equivalent to being a menace like you on material plane, it would be him. I'm sorry, but Lady Thema, he is the one person I will not fight. He is that much of a menace.
Oh, before you go, also, try out battle meditation. Especially when you're not doing anything. Just imagine how a fight would go. How you would win. Knowing your opponent might help come in handy with dealing with your sister.
You know what? That doesn't sound like half bad idea. I'll actually have to try that when I get the chance. Thank you.
Yeah, I already thought of like 300 different ways to put you into that crater.
Why do I mention one of them was you power bombing me into it? He just looks at him like, I know you wanted to do that.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
No. All good.
Avaris,
Yes.
would you like to ask anything, or are you also... or you're just making sure if Leona passed the fuck out, someone was able to be there to carry her back?
Yeah, that was entirely his purpose. Yeah.
Fair. Do you guys go back to meet up with each other?
Yeah. Has birthday been sufficiently humbled? Because you can't get beat. You literally cannot be getting pimp slapped into the ground by Lady Thema. I don't think that can humble you any more than that. On the way back, Leona's just like, damn, I really got my shit rocked today.
I actually didn't even roll. Let's see what the damage would be, because I have her damage output. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's average, I guess. Or like, her norm.
I would have been unconscious from 2 hits. Yeah.
Yay, but you lasted 2 hits, let's go! Because yeah, those other ones were just her pushing you around, not actually landing them hits, so...
Getting bullied.
You were being bullied.
Leona's just like, huh. You know what? This brings back memories of when Evander would have me spar with him. Yeah. She still remembers him hitting her with that fucking halberd.
Yep.
Oh, damn it.
So, for meeting up with each other, considering 2 of you don't know which temple to actually meet up at, and for the other 3, plus Conviction, where do you guys go exactly to which temple?
Going to Salune's temple.
Salune's? Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's the one that Starla is really worried about. So
yeah. What were the other temples?
The other ones would be Sarenrae, Miliki, and Salune, and Ogma. Miliki.
What was that second one?
Milky. Miliki. There we go. Listen, that was the first time I ever read it.
it's fine. I didn't know that's the one Dritz worships.
Can you
It's in the chat somewhere. I can put it again if you want.
please?
I got it.
I got it. Okay, thank you. 1 second, please. As I need to get. And as you guys, I don't know if you guys wait for the other 2 to show up, or you guys go in on your own.
I mean, we start observing outside, inside.
Mm-hmm.
We don't necessarily need to wait for them to arrive to
Yeah.
start gathering info.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me perception or investigation checks.
All this?
The ones that are there.
Okay.
As of currently, Leona and Avaris are not quite there yet.
Where's Kailthas at?
He is with them, so he also can make the perception, which he did. Poor Aminus. I mean, if he uses smell, he gets advantage. Let's see.
Not much better.
Aww.
Hey, it's better. Give me 1 second. Get music changed. Okay, let's see. Did Starla make a perception or investigation?
Sorry. I was just looking up the gods. Perception or investigation?
Yep.
Nice.
Guys to hear
Nice.
for now. Very nice.
I'm also gonna roll me a couple d4s. Okay.
Okay. It is a pretty fancy temple. I'm trying to think, like, for Starla, how, for her, the temples she's been to for Selûne, they more than likely probably vary, but what is the nicest one you've probably ever seen? What type of churches have you seen? This one
kind of like.
These temples are pretty nice. Is basically where I'm getting at.
Okay. I guess I would say kind of like probably an old, like one. It would kind of look similar to like an old school Catholic church,
Mhm.
but probably with like a giant moon roof. I don't want to say sunroof, but like so, we could see the moon.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'd say like probably look like more like a Catholic church.
Yeah. So it's fairly similar built to that. It's slightly like the architecture is similar to the City of Iron itself, which is mostly like white and with some green in it, but it's almost like the place is made out of marble. With that 26, let me ask you, what are you specifically looking for?
Just I guess any information or anything that's giving me a reason to like know why they're being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
As for general, like where they could be hitting this place, possibly, there are buildings close to it, so they can just jump rooftop to rooftop. It for like the general look, you kind of notice that there are less people out in the streets, though there are still people coming to these temples. Conviction kind of also tells you that they kind of gave a warning to the general public about like there's a war there's a war going on. So possibly stay in your homes or in a safe place. But those who worship these gods still take the risk to go worship.
Yeah. Is it close to the wall? Could it be possible like they're jumping the wall and using the height of the wall to get onto the...
It's not quite exactly like on it. It's decently close, but it's not like where they can skydive into the temple like from the walls.
Inside, is there like a a basement anywhere they would be able to sneak in from?
You would probably have to go into the church itself to see if they have such things.
I will go into the church.
Yeah, fair enough. Conviction also says like, I'll also send one of my wolves to gather your other two friends and lead them here.
Sounds good.
Unless you guys want them to fumble around until I eventually find.
Ooh, fancy.
One moment, please, as I need to.
Alright, I gotta be right back. Real quick, dog scratching at the door.
Gotcha. It's all good. Because I have an NPC for this. Let me see if I have. Where the hell it went though? I swear I had an NPC for this. Damn it. Okay. For now, it's just going to be... As you walk in, you see a couple followers just, worshipping, stuff like that. You also can see, as there is a fire in the middle, to just have, like, the general lighting, the whole other place is fairly darker compared to outside, just to keep that moonlit feel in a way. They basically are trying their best to get that motif, but they still generally need to see things.
Yeah.
The fires do normally go out at night, as the moonlight is what will keep the place lit. Go ahead and pop your guys' selves down here. As you walk in, there will be an individual here. Unfortunately, I guess I can't find their token currently, but I do have their handout.
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back. As you see this individual at the end over here praying.
Sorry.
Praying near a statue?
Oh, where's the individual? I don't see him.
I currently don't have the token ready. I couldn't find it.
Where'd you say it was? Right here?
At the
I
end,
assume we all went in?
Yeah. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm doing a bunch of things. It's like up here. For now, theater in the mind until I get the token on the on the floor.
Nice invisibility you have there.
It's all the moonlight.
How far can we move?
You can move wherever. It's just I currently do not have the person tokens on the map. She turns around and is like, how may I help you? As she turns around and sees Starla, I'm assuming Starla's armor is screaming Salune.
Yeah.
Yeah. She quickly realizes who you are, or not exactly who you are, but what you are. And she's like, hello, I'm glad you can make it here, madam. Honestly, I do not know how to address a cleric of your stature. Wondering if you have a title of some sort of, if it's just cleric of...
You can just call me Starla. That's fine.
Of course. How may I help you?
Well, I had to stop by and, visit the temple, of course. Especially more so because of the danger after the last night. I just wanted to come here and make sure everything was okay, and see if you knew anything about the last night's attacks, and if you have any reason to believe why this would be next.
I did hear about the misfortunes at the other temples. I personally do not know why these attacks are happening, as it is all very new, this whole war that is currently happening.
Did you see anything out of the ordinary last night before the attacks?
I don't believe so. I might have seen some shadows here and there, but as I was leaving, but I don't quite know where they were heading or just people in cloaks.
So you weren't here the night of the attacks then? You left before the attacks happened?
The attacks weren't here.
Unfortunately, yes, we weren't attacked quite yet. I do stay for a while. There was sightings of individuals possibly leaving those other temples, but as I just saw people in cloaks possibly, but that's all the information we were able to give. As I have also mentioned, turns to conviction, as he kind of already investigated or kind of asked more or less. Let me put him on the map real fast. Up. As I already told some of the other aspects, as well as this individual you were with. Unfortunately, I don't have much information on the culprits, you can say.
Okay.
But oh, where are my manners? My name is Tia Kwan. You may also stay here as long as you wish.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I guess we're still not sure what they're after with these attacks. All I know is that there's really no survivors. I would think it's you guys that they're targeting. We still haven't really talked about a plan, but I was thinking maybe just having all the priests or something stay somewhere else or be together, be easier to defend you guys, but I don't know what the group wants to do exactly. I'll look over at the group.
Yeah, as you say that, the other two party members will just arrive as well, as being accompanied by one of Conviction's wolves.
He literally found us out in the street and is like tugging on our clothes.
All right, we're coming.
I just saw that for Kai. Let's say there is, especially in the middle here. Let's say it's just like indented in the wall. Give me. I am trying to remember what rolls I normally give for this. If it was religion, arcana.
So there's, I mean, I suck at both, but
yes.
So there is something specific she's going to try to do, because you said Kai had some sort of connection to material plane. She's going to try to use the statue as a focus, as, kind of pray to Selune as a champion of Illustrate, kind of sister in arms, to try to help guide her under the vigilant watch of the moon. But also try to see if there's any connection to these attacks on the material plane itself, at their different temples, because they said that, these attacks, no one kind of saw them, come in or out until like recent. So maybe there's some sort of teleport from the material plane to here. Who knows? I don't know. So she's going to try to gather that stuff.
Okay.
But she will guidance herself, because, I mean, if it's religion or arcana.
it'll more than likely be, because I'm trying to think of any other skills that would kind of match this, like you kind of hey man, should have paid attention in Sunday school.
I'm trying to use the skill you kind of talked about, you know, like she has a connection to the material plane.
No,
but...
yeah. So I will say you have advantage, but it is going to be either Arcana or Religion, unfortunately, because I honestly can't see. Oh, go ahead.
I'm starting to put a few things together as far as the ethereal plane connection with everything.
Jago. Kana. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh, God. I mean, even with a -1, those are just unfortunate rolls.
Yeah.
What you see is that you're able to connect more or less, but it is undefined information. It is, you know, from just like general worship and stuff like that, there is conflict. Starla will definitely know this, that there are those who oppose these gods and or even just pretend to be them, and false idols, being a false priest to such things, as this is kind of scattered throughout the mortal realm. As for connections, you just don't see them. It is just kind of scattered all throughout the mortal realm.
Well, that was a lot of fucking information at once. I gotta ponder that stuff later. Just kind of comes back. Sorry about that, sister. I couldn't find more information.
Okay. I think they suspect maybe someone on the inside is helping them. Has there been any strange activities from the members, at least for this temple?
She kind of thinks there have been new faces that I've never seen before, though it would be hard to describe their faces as they were hooded. But I'm pretty sure I've never seen them. Other than that, it is the normal crowd, or, well, we get a lot of individuals passing on, and when they pass on, they normally come here if they worship Sulune, just to be with Sulune at her side. But unfortunately, I can't give any information about why they would attack.
Okay. I think we're gonna go check out the other temples, see if there's anything else. Maybe they can give us more information, but we'll definitely be close by tonight.
Of course.
I would also recommend taking these precautions, and she goes over the same ones, taking note of people going in and out. And can you gather a list of your temple priests as well?
Yes, of course. Currently, most of them aren't here, as they took the warnings that the Virtues gave out and decided to. They came in for day worship, but they have decided not to arrive or also be here for normal hours. But I will keep track of them.
Well, I guess day worship's better than no worship.
Yeah.
They should still try to protect those priests.
Yeah.
Yes. Conviction will say is like, I'll have some guards look into it and either bring them together so we can keep them all safe, or keep watch on them individually.
I feel like just having all the priests from all the temples in one spot would be good. That way you don't have to
Good and bad.
them all spread out. Yeah, good and bad.
Easy
Yeah,
to strike and wipe.
you're totally right. You are right. You know, it is both good and bad. I
If
guess it
there's
just depends on how
people,
you guys want this.
if there's people walking around cloaked, looking as if they're trying to hide their attentions, maybe we keep guards patrolling to approach and just see what they're up to.
Martial law. No
Martial,
cloak.
yes, martial.
No hoods up.
I don't know. I feel like putting martial law on the people probably give the enemy some kind of confidence, knowing that they are kind of slowly chipping away at us. You know, something. You know, one attack and we already, you know, bring martial law.
Avaris, you heard it. Unfortunately, you can't have your hood up anymore.
What? No.
No.
We have to lead by example, Avaris.
I just love that straight up no.
I think that
I hear you.
It's just
but
like,
no.
man, you're good.
That's beautiful. Absolutely.
I think on behalf of Avaris, how about no?
Shit.
Well, if we can't do martial law about the hoods, maybe we could at least increase the amount of torchlight to keep them from hiding in the shadows.
The direct defilement of Salune. I'm just kind of messing.
But you said you wanted to implement martial law, keep everyone in and out, but you don't know how they're striking. They can be already in.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was kidding when I said martial law.
Oh, good.
And I already assumed that they are in.
It's the matter of stopping them and capturing them.
But we probably should investigate one of the places that have been ransacked, and that might give us more clues of how they're attacking, but we can certainly be the bait for one of the temples.
You guys do want to make a temple as a bait then?
I
It
think
couldn't hurt.
going
It's
to be-
probably our best bet right now.
The unfortunate side of things is they're going to be attacked anyway.
Just
So
need to-
how what's the plan as far as how do we make them as bait? How do we?
You see Avaris look at the cleric and pull the mask and looking like the cleric. Yeah, I can be as good as bait as anyone. We just need the clothes for it. Certainly can recite prayers.
Of course.
Do you got any spare holy person robes on you?
I can provide such things.
Hold on just a minute. This temple will not be the bait.
Alright. There is others. What were
There's others.
The unfortunate side, the one that is bait will have our protection in a sense. The ones that aren't bait will be left undefended.
You make a good point.
Well, you said that they are all evacuated already.
Yes, I think that's how we are going to have the bait if we evacuate them, because it sounds as if they are after the priest and priestesses.
So you want a full temple of priests instead of just one?
No.
So we are. So you're saying
Don't
the
wanna-
other temples will be empty, except for one. But what's stopping them from destroying the other temples before they get to us?
The other temples were only defiled, so to speak, but it wasn't completely ruined to the ground. But destroying a temple can be rebuilt. Destroying a life cannot be reclaimed.
Yeah.
And I believe they are after people. I might be wrong, but that's my.
I am in agrees with Kai that a temple is only a place to worship a god. A god needs the people to worship them. If the people are killed, then that worship goes away. But if the place of worship goes away, people can still pray.
Yep. No, you're right.
Sounds like he even talked to me. No.
Besides Starla, what is it that the people of Selune really look to for worship? Is it the temple or is it the moon?
You're right.
Don't think they're destroying the moon anytime soon. Hopefully.
I'd rather much keep the people. But I would like to keep the temple in one piece, but you're right. The people do come first. I mean, if we could have... Yeah, now it just goes to what temple should we use the bait on? Again, if we use this place as the bait, the priest will still be here, and possibility of them.
I want to say I want it on a skeleton crew. If we have all the other ones go into deep hide-in.
Just so me as a player doesn't say more than my character will know, I'm just curious what his religion is.
This, I want to put them into hide-in in very need-to-know basis. Fewer people know where they're at, the better. But the skeleton crew to give them hope to attack, so to speak. And those that are here, I only want on a strict volunteer basis that they know the dangers.
Before we make too much decisions, how about we investigate how they're attacking? And then that is definitely probably the best plan of action.
Yeah.
Let's
go do that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I tried to see if they were coming from the material planes through temples or not. I don't know.
Or if they're coming through portals.
Yeah, but it was information overload for me. It's trying to view all those different spots at once was a bit much.
Tia kind of like mentions, this is like, if you also want me to leave this place, it's you and your friend can pose as the bait. I can honestly trust you, Madam Starla, to keep this temple safe.
Just looks at Starla like this is your call.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We'll have some of our people dress as the priest, and they could be the bait.
Conviction will... Oh, go ahead.
And we can use this place as the bait.
Conviction will also get things moving along for the other temples and escorting the priests of those other temples that haven't been attacked out, so there's no targets there, and leaving just this one, regardless if they wish to stay or not.
Okay, I do agree. With that, we could have we can have some of you guys dress as priests, maybe outside the temple to draw attention, run inside with the others disguised as priests and lead them to a trap. But I do agree with Avaris, like let's go to the other temples that were attacked and see if we can find more information.
What is the time of day? Like, how much time do we have?
You guys have
Before
I would say it's past like noonish, more or less, but you guys have time, definitely.
We got hella time.
Yeah. It's the city's more or less you're able to walk around, and even then, it's not like they didn't provide you like with means of travel. So like carriage, pulled by horses, your own horses, anything like that. You guys are fairly high officials that are, will not just be walking around. Just, hey, we need
Wait,
you
we
guys
have
to.
horses now?
I mean, yeah, you could, unless you guys want something else, but it's like kind of name it, to be honest. The heroes of the domain of wind are forced to walk around.
Well, we can enjoy walking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nothing stopping you guys from walking, but there is quote unquote quick travel, more or less.
Yeah.
But you guys definitely have enough time to investigate the other temple that was one of the temples that was attacked. If
Let's
that's
do
what.
it.
All right.
I open up my map and click a location, and suddenly I'm there.
There you go.
Peace.
There was a sacrifice performed here.
And which temple is this one we're at?
You guys, say, Temple of Helm.
What is the helm the god of? I'm a heathen. I did not listen. So.
Would I know what helm is the god of?
Religion checks. Unless you, the player, knows actually what it is, but
I, the player, do know.
I partially know, but I don't know 100%. I'd have
What
to look
god was
at it as a player.
Helm.
17.
Not bad.
Religion.
Oof.
8.
Oh, why do
I only know my god.
Damn,
There's
look
only
at that. So Leona and Avaris, you more or less heard about this god. I don't know if the two players know about it or wish to talk about it in character.
I have the internet. I can look.
We all do.
Helm is kind of guardian. Helm is kind of
I don't know who Helm is, to be
Gotcha.
honest. So,
Helm is a guardian, protector, like a paladin, so to speak. Vigilance, I think he stands for.
The vigilant one, the watcher.
Yeah, and I think he was because the other person I got tagged was Lathander, and I think Helm and Lathander are allied, if I remember correct.
I don't see anything confirming that, but I'm just on a wiki.
Yeah.
I was like, huh. One of the gods I actually like. Neat.
Funny enough, for Noelle, was it my character, the cleric character I was telling you about? That's the god he worships. So, ironically enough,
it's actually a pretty cool god.
yeah. But yeah, you guys walk into this mess.
Kai obviously seeing blood being dragged.
Yep.
And then more pulling there in between two things. Thinks it's a ritual or some sort. Fuck. I'll probably have to do religion again, don't I?
Man,
To figure out
what
might have
a
been
dump
performed.
stat, am I right?
It doesn't make sense. That can't be wisdom as well. I mean, I'm not good in wisdom, but
Hey, book smarts.
But, like,
you read about
all these like the
these
clerics
religions.
and the clerics and the paladins are what wisdom and charisma,
Wisdom-based, yeah.
and and religion is intelligence based.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's the same thing with like nature checks.
Yeah.
What you need from me then?
But what can I roll to see what type of ritual might have been performed?
Again, it's either going to be religion. You can go survival or investigation.
I'll go survival.
Hey.
That is.
Oof.
It won't be a -1.
I rolled a survival up here, and you get a moment to just check the upper balcony, since it looks like the blood was dragged from up here down. So see if there's any signs of tracks or disturbances up here on the balcony.
Could I try and do an investigation check to see if there's an attack by someone who belongs to a betrayer god, see if there's anything that match up with hey,
Yeah.
such and such betrayer god's people did this.
Yeah.
That's
You could totally do that. For Kailthas' survival thing, so the survival check's more for how the person died on the steps and then dragged. It seems like though there's no body, as the bodies were already removed, though conviction can fill in the blanks on that. It seems like they were killed in that spot, they were climbing up the stairs and then killed in the spot and then dragged here. And considering the blood stops here, they were either that's where the body rested or the body was tossed from there into there. As for it, you would have to roll an investigation check to see if if there was any entry from the outside, or vantage points, or that other stuff basically. With that investigation, you don't necessarily find the break-in point. Conviction could also inform you they didn't find anything either, as if someone just walked through the front door. Even though the front door was locked. As for Leona's investigation, you can tell it's some demonic shit.
Oh, some abyssal shit?
Abyssal shit. You can't tell if it's which one it exactly is, but considering who you follow,
yeah,
you can tell it's some demonic shit.
Well, I'll let everyone know. Hey guys, well, I think I can narrow it down to what this possibly could be, because this looks like the work of something from the abyss.
The work of the abyss, or someone worshipping someone from the abyss?
Both.
Yes.
So, from Kai looking at the ritual, what did I?
What you picked up was that it
especially her high school days, I guess.
You saw that it was inefficient compared to what you have seen. It was messy, it was just brutal, it was unnecessary in certain circumstance. You can tell it was definitely a sacrifice, but it was more or less something playing with its food and just making a show of it.
Let's see. I will take a torch unlit, dunk it in there, and kind of swirl it around as she walks to see if she hits a body or something that might be in there.
Make me investigation.
Guide herself. Why do I suck at intelligence? Oof,
hey, listen, you might just have a -1 in it, but you just need to roll high. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
I don't that. Yeah.
It's as if something drained, treating cattle, just drained the blood of everything, poured it in here. There's some stuff of minor goop of pieces here and there, but not a full body. Basically, Conviction said, the bodies were already removed and put to rest as best as they could, though the souls themselves were more or less taken, demonic crap. But as the physical body stuff, as for the individual pieces and stuff, they obviously have yet to clean that up. But yeah, it seems like they just used this middle part as just to drain the blood into this pool and do whatever they wanted with it.
Messy, undisciplined. didn't know what they were doing.
That or they were having fun. You see, Avaris is kind of like very unnerved with this. Definitely looks like someone enjoyed themselves with this.
There's no sign of like showing like where they came from, like forced entry or anything like that.
At least from where Kailthas was, he didn't see anything. Make an investigation check if you wish for that. I believe Conviction would have mentioned as far as they found, there was no like forced entry. Is this oof? That's a nice wall.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
So Aminus's when I roll I guess he does have a actual perception skill. I've been rolling just wisdom. So I was noticing like when I just roll a wisdom check, it doesn't add the proficiency bonus. I didn't notice he actually had a perception skill.
Yeah. And then you could roll with that with advantage.
I was noticing because earlier it didn't add the proficiency bonus is what I was getting at. So
unfortunately, yeah, unless he is proficient in perception, which unfortunately most animals aren't, they just have the advantage.
It says it's in his skills.
So yes, I did give them proficiency then. It was just you just weren't possibly hitting the perception thing.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Gotcha.
It was down there.
Yeah, it's all good.
But yeah, he's going to, in particular, trying to smell anything that would be living that isn't our party in the vicinity.
Sure.
So 20 for perception.
Trying to find us if there's something in here that's not living, correct?
No, that might still be alive, even if it's on the brink of death. That isn't our party.
It doesn't seem like
under rubble, or
it doesn't seem like there's anything like left. Conviction will kind of mention as like, to be honest, it's like with the reason why we took the bodies because there was honestly not much left of them. Like they basically drained them of blood of their blood, and then just tore what was left apart as if they were like wild animals. So it was not much left of the bodies anyways. As for the markings of what killed them, there was some claw markings, but not from any animal I've seen. No bite marks as well, other than actually there was bite marks, but they were human shaped, I guess you can say, instead of animal. As for Kai, it doesn't seem like there are lower sections. There are like possibly side rooms and stuff like that for like the priests to, leave their things, gather their things, things of worship. You can also tell that nothing was taken. Actually, most of the stuff wasn't disturbed unless there was a person inside struggling to survive.
Avaris just mentioned something to her. She's kind of concerned about it, but she's going to try to commune to see some flashes of images.
If you want to give me another skill check that you think is better, that would make more sense, go for it. But as far as right now, it's practically just religion arcana at this point, unfortunately. You could do performance stuff for like asking Eladrin, but she could only give so much limited stuff just because you guys aren't close to the domain of wind, and she doesn't have a connection to Helm.
Then as part of, I know she's not every favored by the god, but she'll try to reach out to Helm and ask Helm to help guide her and to what might have happened, so they could prevent this from happening in the future, and to help with the vigilance, I guess you can say. And even though she's clad in like white and silver, it's almost like she's not even disturbed by the blood. She'll just kneel down and try to do that with Helm. Because I know performance said is illustrated, but hopefully I can use it with Helm.
This is how you commune with the god, with your god. So more or less, you can try it with this one. Though I would say this is not with advantage, even though you have it. Because in this way it's disadvantage, so it just evens out.
Yeah, no, I mean, my performance with advantage is usually with instruments and stuff. She will guide herself before doing it.
Go for it.
And attempt it.
Oof.
Well, shit.
That's unfortunate. See, you didn't even have to be.
Well, vice versa was. I would have had a 1+2.
yeah. Man. As you investigate, or try to, like commune with Helm, you. Let me think how much information you get. It's not much. Well, it's a 14 in total. You feel like something's pointing at you. And then something's pointing at Avaris at your right side, at your right behind you. You feel something pointing at Starla, at Leona, at Kailthas. But that's all you get.
There's no visions, but I feel a tug to each and every one of us for some reason.
Wait.
Really?
Did it to just us? Who did it point to specifically?
Every one of us.
Everyone including conviction?
Except conviction.
Perhaps that means that it was once mortal and not an aspect.
And not animus or convictions, Hound. Wolf.
So perhaps, yes, it was mortal. This kind of summoning, does it leave a symbol of some sort? I don't really dabble, not even touch this type of ritual. I try to avoid it. But I've seen it done. Usually there's like a sigil on the ground that they summon through.
Avaris, Leona, and Starla make me religion checks real fast. Oof.
That's a hot no.
Oof.
Okay. Oof. Avaris. You can tell that, yes, this was more or less a ritual, but it wasn't a summoning one. With Kai and the others looking into it, you can tell this was practically just a feeding frenzy, and this was just for show, of just like whatever did this kind of just made it look like ritual crap, but it was just them killing shit for fun.
So,
I think. Oh, sorry.
So it's a mortal that seems to enjoy this type of thing. Either perhaps possessed or already a sadistic mind. I don't see any summoning. But didn't summon something from another plane. Can something be summoned here? That is a very...
Conviction kind of was like...
It's a possibility.
some stuff can, but most of the time it's under our vigilance, or we immediately put a stop to it when the disaster strikes. Normally there's an aspect in each domain that is in charge of dealing with such things. Unfortunately, in this domain, the ones that would be in charge of dealing with those things is Mercy and Malice, and, well...
So yes, there easily can be something summoned. We've seen Nim even from that. But again, usually when things are sloppy like this, like I said, it could have been Feed and Frenzy, but typically these are the work of amateurs. And amateurs will fall line those psychotic killers that they got along with this, but it is not a true ritual. Maybe there's versions of us. I don't know if that pool was technically saying mortals or some opposite, some mirror image of us going around slaughtering people.
That would be quite interesting if it was, considering that our appearances continuously change.
Some of us. Not all.
Conviction has never seen Avaris' true face, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Continue.
I don't think anyone has seen your true face.
Yes, you guys saw it on the first.
First meeting of each other. Well,
Yeah.
Leona didn't because she was unconscious, but...
Yeah, I haven't.
And I think Kailthas has seen it once since. So, yeah.
So yeah, he... no mystery of that type of shit, of just, me already mentioning it. Conviction will kind of, like, also talk about, as the other bodies were, mutilated, the one at the top of the altar that was there, it seemed like he was more the one that was more intact. It seemed like somebody carved in that person's face, almost that looking like a smile, like across the cheeks.
We have a Joker.
I like a joke. Nope, you beat me to it.
As more their jaw was snapped all the way through, but also somebody cut.
Very strong Joker.
She will go and whisper to Avaris. I think someone's trying to pull you out, so to speak.
What?
One
Me?
of your visages has more of a grin to it, so to speak. She is whispering quiet.
You see, kind of, he take a moment and then, like, hard to really read Avaris, but you see his usual calm demeanor really starts stiffening up, and he kind of looks at you in a little bit more horror as he's like, no, no, that's not possible.
Avaris, everything is possible. We assume everything is happening. We try to prove it wrong. But until we can prove it wrong, it exists. That is but the precautions that I have lived by.
Then let us just say I dearly hope that I am wrong. So I'd rather not have to deal with her ever again. Perhaps. He kind of gives Kai a very... Like, you can just see in his eyes, he looks very sad.
Hey, we know what we potentially deal with. You have time to set your mind in order before a meeting. But whatever happened here is not your fault. Everything that will happen in the future, if we don't do anything before then, whoever this entity might be, is not your fault. I've seen you do everything good.
The unfortunate scarring to my face was done very young. He takes a deep breath as he kind of like presses his hand to his mask and just says, "It was done by a girl when I was very young. On the streets. Jealous of my ability to change and get better sympathy. Her name was Marina. I've not seen her in a couple decades, so I do not know what she looks like now. But I just hope that my thoughts are wrong and it is not her going around.
Avaris, we should, even if you think something is similar to her, let's assume that she has come across certain abilities to change her face. It is merely a small trick and a small deal that can entreat one into the devil's service for years. Many people have done it around. But until then, suspect everything. If you see me again, suspect me. If I ever leave your sight.
See, I know days and days and years of suspecting everyone. I hope I was past that. But I will, once again...
Fortunately, we share the same boat. I wish I didn't have to go back to my upbringings and ways of teaching, but here we are. She puts a hand on Avaris's shoulder. Is there anything further that you want to gather here?
Here. No. If it is who we are, it is. We've found what we can have.
Fortunately, if you don't catch him before doing the temple tonight or the dragons, I'll make sure to keep an ear out in the taverns. They usually hold the most information. Or where people suspect the unexpected. She'll smile and then walk away.
All right. Do you guys set up for the trap?
Yeah, but before we do,
Go for it.
hey, Kailthas, I feel like you're going to need this since I feel like out of everyone here, you deserve to have something to help keep you up and going when things get rough. So here you go. And Leona will give you a day of health.
Regifted.
Oh, that reminds me. Real quick, I know when we introduced each other, you guys kind of like described what you guys looked like, but for like your class, what are you guys exactly?
That's the unfortunate thing, that it's been pure roleplay so far, and no combat.
It's just like I don't know how to ask in game. Like,
game, yeah.
what are you like?
So I am a Fey Wanderer Ranger.
Give me a minute. Sorry, I'm writing this stuff down. All right.
So yeah, Kailthas, Leona gives you the Amulet of Health.
Yeah. Avaris is a monk way of mercy.
Leona is a Hexblade Warlock.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Warlock. Avaris again.
Monk way of mercy.
Okay.
I was gonna say for Kai. Yes.
What is Kai not?
Yeah. Don't even worry about that one. That's
What? Why?
That's yes.
so Kai is Warlock, Paladin, Sorcerer.
Got it.
And the only subclass is Hexblade and what was the Sorcerer one? Divine Soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Divine Soul Sorcerer and Hexblade Warlock and two in Paladin.
So Ranger, Warlock, Paladin, Sorcerer, Hybrid, and a Monk Way of Mercy.
Yeah.
Cool. Got it.
To kind of give you an idea, Avaris is the frontliner, Kailthas the back, and the other two are kind of everywhere.
Who's back? You said?
I'm the range.
Yeah, the Ranger.
I'm a squishy sorceress.
As you see by the
DM.
Go ahead.
I see by getting bullied by Thema, I'm the up close and personal warlock.
Up close and personal Warlock. Got it.
My health might need to be adjusted for future note.
Okay. For the Amulet of Health crap.
Yeah, it doesn't do it automatically. It does add the Constitution, but it doesn't change anything.
Let's see, because what's the plus to the Constitution difference from the previous one?
It sets your Constitution to 19, which my previous was 13.
Okay, so you get 3 times 8, 16, 20. You get 24 bonus HP.
Okay.
Wow.
What you looking at? How you doing now at HP, Kailthas?
I think he's up at Avaris' level.
I'm at 90 now.
Uh-huh. Avaris' level, yep.
Yeah. Congratulations, Kailthas. You got that big boy health.
My health. I don't know. I don't even remember.
Leona's health is at 71.
Kenny, I believe on the settings portion, if you look under where it says like strength, dex, constitution, intelligence.
Oh,
there
you
should
can
be
set it. Yeah.
There should be HP modifiers where you go total level and you can put source, health, and then put 2, and it should adjust it, I believe.
70. Yeah, you're straight at 90. What was Avaris' at? What was your Avaris' at?
Avaris HP?
Yeah.
90.
90? Oh, I thought it was a little higher.
It'd be HP modifiers total level, and then just change the source to Amulet of Health.
Yeah, and then you have to put in 2.
My one is only 2, so...
No, sorry. You have to put in 3 for the mod, because yours went up 3.
If I got the Amulet of Health with Tough and all... Avaris would be probably in 130-ish.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I don't know about 30, but
Still.
that's another 3, so it would be another 24, so you would be at 114.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty crazy.
Because essentially it's like doubling up tough. Because you get 2 with the 4.
Yeah. To keep pushing it forward, basically. What is it that you guys do for? Do you want me to switch it back to the other map? So you guys can get stuff ready.
Yeah.
Can I just take do we take like a? Do you mind if we just take like a short rest, like? Because like, hey, I got fucked up by a virtue.
Yeah. So that was more just cinematic stuff. I didn't actually take shit out of your HP. Even if I did, there would be enough time for a long or a short rest. For one, yeah, you're technically like short resting while you're knocked the fuck out. But so one, Leona would have gotten a short rest, also for her to get her spell slots back. No, that's fine.
All right. I just wanted to ask because I didn't know how that worked because I was like,
that's fair.
I know there was just an act where like, oh yeah, by the way, you got your shit rocked today.
Yeah, and then 2, so Kailthas can attune to his new item. That's not that one.
Oh no!
Anything Kailthas has to say about
the visions are starting to blur together.
But anything Kailthas wants to say after being given his present? Question mark.
At first, it's like, what is it?
It's a present.
Well,
I don't know what your birthday is, so I figured, there you go.
Well, thank you, I guess. It's kind of just staring at it, like looking. What is their version of the amulet of health look like, DM?
Leona's version? Considering, I was gonna say, what does Kai's look like? Because I'm pretty sure Kai got hers from the store as well, except it was the one in the Domain of Wind, wasn't it?
I think you said it was like a...
Yeah, I got mine from Domain of Wind.
So it would be similar, except like there's small differences of creation because the 2 store keeps create things differently. Yours has like a little emerald like built into it, whereas Kai's has a little diamond built into it.
Okay, so just circling him. The diamond.
Like a heart, or is it like a medallion with
it's a medallion with a gem inside of it, basically, enchanted gem.
Yeah, so he's just kind of looking over and like kind of tracing the gem with his finger and
shiny, magnificent.
And then like when they talk about birthdays, like, when is my birthday?
Yeah. Oh no. That's so sad.
Tell you what, Kailthas, after this, I can buy you a cake, but that will make things better. Yeah, buy you a cake and celebrate your birthday, whenever it is.
I mean, sure, but better question, what's a cake?
Is Kailthas with me?
I don't know. Is Kailthas fucking with them?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure if that cake would exist in the Fey realm or not.
I mean, it's the silly court. They have cake. Granted, it's a certain special type of cake, probably made out of fairies or something. Because they do be fucked up like that.
People's wishes and dreams.
Yep.
It's made of unicorn tears.
Or the blood of lost children. Who knows? It's a fucked up place. Anyways, yeah. What you guys, as you guys make it to the Temple of Sulune, conviction tells you there's like he will keep an eye outside at a decent distance, just because if whatever's coming in here immediately sees an aspect, they're not going to do anything. also he's going to be there, when shit happens, then, arrive to help, or to see if they break in and or spots them from outside now that he is fully vigilant on this area.
So from a elevation point, what is the highest point in this building?
Probably up here.
Somewhere on the balcony area?
Yeah.
So that is where I will be getting the most vantage point.
At the altar.
And I'm assuming all of you guys are disguised, and then Avaris is disguised as, spacing in the name.
Yeah, I'm fully disguised as Rose.
Ty-Con?
Yeah. I knew it was Ty, I couldn't remember the last name, and then when I went to the jam layer and had her, it didn't give it to me, so I'm like, okay, cool.
Being partially made of stone, Aminus just sits and looks like a statue.
We should, Kailthas, we should probably move Aminus if they can sense the presence of virtues or aspects. I don't know if Aminus has any effects of that nature.
He can hide in the shadow.
Bella, do you want to be essentially doing a ritual with me praying to make it more believable?
Starla, you don't dance, do you, for honor and Selene? How would said ritual be performed?
I mean, we can just. I mean, you guys can go ahead and just, pretend to be praying. Meantime, and I'll actually be praying and just wait for them to appear.
What type of praying do you want? Do you want full on face flat on ground?
How does one pray?
Do you want head bowed, hands folded, meditation hands?
God, Starla, they're just heathens.
I know.
You must teach them the ways.
Yeah. Out of character, I actually do not know. So.
No. It's, you could just say you pray to. I think it's just normal standard prayer thing. I would have to look it up, but compared to Eladrin uses they pray to Eladrin through dance. I doubt Selene is in the same.
Sure. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure how TBH.
Yeah, we would have to look it up, but until we find out.
Until we find out, just regular on your knees praying.
I'm just gonna signify that is Avaris's. He's like Tuna.
If Nem's there, Leona's just go in. And it's like, it's just like still cringing. It's like, this feels weird.
You were gonna let them attack Sarenrae's temple, weren't you?
Can you? What? I just get like, do you really expect anything less from me at this point?
No, but also remember, we need that for a connection for me, so we can check on your family. Because wasn't that
that's
a thing?
fair? I just really hate them.
Push his face with paw. I'm watching you, and then goes back into your backpack.
I just look at them like, I'm trying my best.
All right. So you three are praying. Leona's trying to figure out what to do because religious crap.
Yeah.
Kailthas is
existential religious crisis. It's like
Kailthas is taking an advantage point.
Overwatch in position.
Yep. And then your boy, your dog, be under the thing, hiding in the shadows?
Can I just be like, just post it up somewhere reading a Bible, like a Bible of Saloon?
Sure.
Oh yes, the Holy Bible.
Does Leona hand catch on fire when she touches
I
the
know,
Bible?
right? somewhere out there, Leona's patron is frowning.
Don't forget to put your tithes and offering to make it more believable.
Cleo just like, don't push it.
What kind of offerings do they take?
Money.
Again, Cleo just this is the flyest look possible. It's just like, don't push it.
Of course, it's money. It's always money.
As a
This is
sister,
this is the best you'll get from me. Do not push it.
as a sister in arms, I must be honest with you. I am a broke bitch.
Okay.
You see Avaris place on the altar a single gold coin.
Internally, Leona is just like, oh god, this burns.
1 second. Everybody make perception checks just to keep an eye out.
All right.
Ba, 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 ba.
Not a good roll.
My rolls have just been shit-tastic today.
Mine too.
Saving it for the attacks, don't worry.
1 second. I need to make rolls for my own. And for once, I actually have to whisper them.
Oh,
I
no.
hear you.
Well,
And
yes.
you over there in the corner, I see you.
I see you. I hear you. For those. Go ahead and roll the first one.
Leona, why are you right out in the middle of it everywhere?
I was having a moment. I don't like wearing these.
Just because it
Yeah,
says
there we
hush
go.
doesn't mean it's a whisper.
I know, right? Let me, boop. There we go. Don't worry about that. Ignore that.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Nor what?
What? Yeah, exactly.
Because here's the thing, there's you see that she'll just like lift up her skin, lift up her arms, so like they burn, and you'll just see like where the robes are touching your, where it's like getting a rash.
We'll get some ointment for that when we're done.
Yeah.
Or you can convert. It will all go away.
What? What
You
will
can
go?
bathe in the moonlight. Asulene.
Again, do not push it.
Who's pushing what? I'm serious.
Wearing this already burns. I'm not going any further than this.
I'm feeling quite nice, lovely.
God.
These are wonderful robes, Starla.
Yes,
It
they are
literally
very
feels
nice.
like it literally feels like there's wasps all over me, and I hate it.
You know what? You can leave.
I'm sorry.
That was amazing.
In case you haven't noticed, my patron plus holy objects plus me
man.
does not do well.
Fucking, that got me and then messed me up.
Because I
Holy
told
shit.
you. I told
You know,
You
Thanks to
can
my patron.
leave.
It's still burn.
That was fucking
You know, we do-
I can't
amazing.
do anything about this. And
we
it's-
do appreciate the help. You know,
You're welcome, but
from all of you.
it's no problem. Just Leona just squirms like, oh, this feels all wrong.
As a sister in arms, again, you do not have to thank me. Just tell me which way that you think I'm needed.
The moon will guide us.
The moon shall guide us. Amen. Say nice and loud for
Jesus.
Leon.
I I guess.
I am moving things because holy shit, they rolled dumb high.
Wow.
Really
quick,
holy shit.
Can I go ahead and give the Vigilant Blessing to someone?
Oh, now you don't know. What does that do again?
You give one
Advantage on
creature you
initiative.
touch advantage on the next initiative roll.
Oh, yeah, you could do that for sure.
Okay.
Um,
I guess I'm just not sure who would get it.
Who do you think?
I think it would be more for Avaris if she's more of like the frontline beefy body boy girl. You have many faces.
Many faces. You can call Avaris any gender and he will respond.
Okay. That's who I was thinking I would give it to.
Okay.
Totally up to you.
Okay. Yes, I will do that. Touch. I give you my blessing.
And the name Salune.
Yes.
As a little bit after. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Avaris just says, I accept the blessing of Salune. May the glow of the moon light my way.
Avaris, after Starla gives you that, what are you doing currently?
He is essentially being the bait. Since he's kind of like doing the ritual parts, and how much has Starla told about any rituals for prayer other than like literally praying at the altar is all Avaris has heard from you?
Honestly, like said out of character, I don't know what we do as far as like rituals.
I would say Starla taught like just the general, like this is what it looks like, just to sell it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have
Also-
Aminus also put Creative Bond on Avaris.
Okay.
Also, quick question: how much is Avaris hamming it up to prayers? I gotta know. How much ham are you putting on this?
Yeah, it's hard. You can actually see Avaris' face now, so you can definitely tell that he's his usual. I wouldn't say deadpan, but there's like no deep devotion to it.
You know, it's just like, yeah. You know, he just gets up, just like, yeah. This is a mood.
Just as they would make an offering, I guess we can make an offering like from an animal. I guess I don't know. It just says offering. It doesn't specify. It does not specify. I'm reading your page right now, and I'm trying to figure
And
it
an
out.
offering is
I don't think she doesn't do sacrifices.
not sacrifices. I mean, it can be food and stuff like that, like an offering of food, like
All right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
it's
thing.
gonna go
But it's
animate.
normally like
Just like
money.
burn it
and-
or something.
it's
Burn the food.
think of it as the Day of the Dead. You know, people bring offerings to their family members.
Ah,
It's kind of
Okay.
like that. You know,
Sure.
cookies.
I will bring my rations.
Somehow Starla became a heathen in that moment.
Outside of character, Isaac does not know.
I'm gonna give an offering of painting of the moon and
Yeah.
stars.
Go for it.
Let's see how.
Cookie-shaped moon.
That one
Moon-shaped
would come.
cookies. Cookie-shaped moons. Fucking stupid.
hey, Avaris. How high is your AC?
19.
Oh, cool! I just beat it.
Excellent.
when you're just like these guys take off from giving up their offerings, suddenly you feel something wrap around your neck.
Give me one.
Oh
second.
no.
Also, one sec. Where the hell is?
With my 22 perception, did I see where it came from?
Until that moment, I mean, 1 second to look up the.
When they attack, come out of stealth. Right?
It came out of stealth. You didn't see it. That's kind of how dumb their their check was. Plus a 10 on that.
Right.
It wasn't even. Damn it! I keep on forgetting to put the slash.
Well, I mean, are they still stealth?
Not in that. Like you notice Avaris suddenly like stop praying and suddenly start choking. As you see like as if a tendril wrapped around her neck and leading up to the roof, and then somebody like standing on top of the roof and then in one motion brings Avaris up, and you see this individual.
How high is this roof?
50 feet.
Oh god, what the hell is that?
Let's say 40.
Okay.
You guys.
Can I do that?
She was rolling with advantage. The thing was 19 on the disadvantage.
Well, this makes you roll again.
Again, okay.
Yeah, and you take the lower one.
I will make this one not whispered.
Drop her. Damn it.
No.
You get. Oh no! It just got worse.
Well, it doesn't get worse. She will give.
Okay. See, for some reason, I thought her chest was her chin.
She will give Avaris advantage on the next D20 roll in case Avaris tries to escape.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You suddenly get face to face with this thing, and she looks at you, and is like, "You're not one of the priests, are you? You seem familiar. Have I cut into you before?"
Quick question: how far can I see who this person is?
Yeah, all of you kind of like as you guys see Kai turn around and cast a spell, you guys all kind of look up. 1 second.
I am most certainly a priest.
Oh God!
You have probably not.
While this is going up, can I try and go to where I'm at least within 30 feet? Get to like when I'm 30 feet.
Unfortunately, about that.
Oh shit.
In one swift movement, suddenly, Leona, like you're about to move.
Oh fuck yeah.
And suddenly something punches you straight in the face, like a big ass hand, and just fucking launches you. You take a lot of damage. It was a crit.
How much?
On the standard damage, it was 25. I'm Wait, give me a second. Oh yeah, that is the fire. Okay, so you just take 25 bludgeoning damage to the face, and then 15 fire damage to the face. As this individual just comes out of fuck nowhere and just slams into you.
Piss! I took Hexblade's curse them. You heinous bitch.
I recognize that hair anywhere. You're part of that family, aren't you? I fucking knew I was gonna find someone like you here.
Who even? What even? Who are you? Do they know you?
Two more individuals walk out of the shadows. As you see these two individuals.
Why do you look like a bootleg tiefling?
These are awesome.
Avaris.
I just realized what they are.
Yeah. You see, like, her tendrils kind of like uncomfortably, like one of the pointy ends kind of go across your face and covering the exact location of where your scars are.
A shiver goes out through him.
I found you. She promised me you, but I honestly didn't think I was going to find you here. It's truly been a long time, Avaris.
Well, about that.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Can I Eldritch Blast this person's got him up by tendrils if I can see him?
We'll roll initiative.
I assume we need to roll initiative, but
Yeah.
it's late.
Yeah. As she says, as you say, like, I don't even know who you are. You don't remember your old friend?
You are no friend of mine.
I even gave myself the same scars I gave you.
Right.
And then she drops you.
Do we roll from shit now?
Yeah.
All right. As she drops.
Oh my god, you guys are not. Give me 1 second. I need to clean it up a bit.
I got excited because I thought I wrote a crit for a moment, but
I crit failed. Natural 1.
That's that one. There's is there.
Oh, was Amanus rolling his own initiative? I accidentally rolled it.
No, he goes straight after you. Yeah.
Okay, so you can remove that.
How did I crit the one time it's initiative and I get again natural? What the fuck, dice gods? What the fuck?
This is actually really high initiative for this group, so...
I know, right?
I say Kailthas being the only one not in the phrase just already took an aim to people just popping up, so that's why he's ready.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat real fast of what you see for your good old friend's face.
Lovely. Love that. Before she drops her, can Avaris put her... not so much slow fall. Can he put his feet on the roof?
Oh. Give me an acrobatics because she lifted you up. Like, she was upside down and you were, like, still, normal. You were just... It was the Spider-Man kiss thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, you would have to, like, somehow flip yourself as she tried to drop you. Okay, yeah, so you kind of, like, flip and then, spider attach yourself to the roof. Don't you remember me? It's Marina. Come on, Avaris. We were best friends back in the day. Don't you remember?
Isaac, you gotta roll initiative.
Do you know how to do that?
Also, he did. You gotta click on your token first. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and add him to the. Okay. Also, you're muted if you're talking. It's all good.
Yeah, I thought I did.
Yeah. So so when you're in initiative stuff, make sure you're clicked on your token and then roll it on your character sheet because then it doesn't do it. But I'll add it anyways. Yeah, I'll add it anyway.
Oh god. The first one was a 10.
I'll take the first one, buddy. Don't worry.
It would be hilarious if there was 2 at the bottom of initiative with nat ones.
Well, with the beating that the fucking sucker punch that Leona took to the face. That was a rough one. But with that, that is where we will call the session.
Oh.
Oh,
You just gonna punch
didn't
Leona
attack.
and then end it like that?
Hey,
I
surprise
do have
hit.
a
Sound embarrassing for the
They-
name drop.
Man, they rolled dumb. Like, only one of them. It's funny, Temper rolled like shit. But there's a reason why they have a +10 to stealth.
Jeez.
So, or an additional +10 to stealth, I should say.
I do have some things for the DM before next session. So,
Yee.
so I was wondering, is Amina's health correct? Because I wasn't sure if he leveled up with me or not last time.
That should be.
So it says 40, which seems like it might be low.
I mean,
All right.
it's an animal companion, not another player.
I gotta take off because it is late. I'll
Yeah,
catch
thanks,
y'all.
thanks for playing, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
See ya.
So I figured just double check.
Yes. Companions are. I normally have at least half health compared to their owner. In this case, I might adjust it to 45 because half of 90 is 45. Actually, I think it's Beast. What was it? Beastmaster rules. It's 5 times the ranger level. So that's correct because 40 HP is 5 times 8. So yeah. But yeah. What's up?
And then I do have some stuff for the ethereal to discuss at some point.
Yeah. Let me just wrap it up. Thank you guys for playing, and we will see you guys next time.